Holding a transition that in. Boom! What is up, guys? Wesley, how's it going? How's Lucy? How's Celine doing? What is up? How's it going? We got Mr. Greg Michalowski Jr. in the house. What? Move that across over there. It's not too hot today, yo, Chocks. I'm not sure you need to bust open the old fan, but if you do,
yeah, it
seems to be alright.
The weather's starting to get cooler and cooler.
It's gonna get cooler.
But it's still a bit stuffy.
Still a bit stuffy. How's it going? Do you like that, Mona Lisa? On the back. I'm the staff. Oh, what's up? Do you want me to make one of those for you?
Where have you been? Monya.
Yeah, Monya, what's going on? How's it going, Mr. Wolvenkamp? Dylan, how's it going? What is up, Thomas Lane? Michael says hi, and it's quite late in Hong Kong time, yo. Cool weather in Hong Kong. How long does that last for? It actually lasts for quite a long time. And the interesting thing about Hong Kong weather is this: when it gets cold in Hong Kong. There was a typhoon
last weekend, and then all of a sudden the weather's just become cooler.
But the weather in Hong Kong, right? In the winter time, it's way colder than in the UK. And you ask yourself, and you ask yourself, why is that? Well, because it's so cold. It's only cold for like a few days of the year, like super cold, right? But our houses aren't equipped whatsoever to deal with coldness.
Yeah, there's no like radiator.
There's no radiator. There's no sort of heating, so you have to like.
It's just solid concrete.
It's all cold.
Yeah.
Because obviously you want it to be cool in the in the summer. So it's quite cold.
It can be, yeah.
It becomes quite cold as a result. Shut that bad boy in there.
That's why in the past we brought the radiators back from UK. Before they started selling them in Hong Kong.
Oh right, okay.
Before then, back in the day, the only option was to bring them over from the UK. Yeah.
Jeremy wants to know: did you ever try that tangerine one? I don't think Chocks would open up those special ones because they're so unique.
Yeah, the ones I brought back, the size were bigger, so I didn't open those. Yeah.
And also they're part of your collection, apart from the one that fell off. What happened?
It just blew up.
Which one was that from? What was so special about it?
I don't know. I can't remember.
It was
It might be from Japan or something. I don't know. I can't remember.
Who's got it? Alex.
Tangerine one? No, Jeff drank the tangerine one.
He stole your tangerine one?
No, Jeff was really tired on that last night. I say, here you go, Jeff, drink it. And that was given to me by
JB, yeah.
Yeah, JB.
That's what, he's the one who's asking you how the tangerine was.
Yeah. I gave it to Jeff, remember?
How did he do it? What is up, Brendan, Mr. Rastello? How is Ryan? Is he joining us on the stream as well?
Yeah, they're both on. I was just talking to them.
Oh, nice one. Victor, F4F shirts in every pre-order. What is up, James Bennington? Where is Cassandra? Is she in the stream as well? The lovely wife and husband combo.
Hey, Greg Michalowski.
Mr. Greg Michalowski.
What are you streaming this weekend?
What is up, Matthew Owen? Is Nina joining us as well for more husband and wife double team action in the stream? Mona Lisa, the convention was very interesting, and I did a long write-up on that. It was ultimately an learning experience.
So where's she been? She hasn't
She said she's been busy IRL.
What was that, in real life?
Yo, boom. Can you guys hear us okay? Just making sure that you can hear us okay.
Greg's finishing Symphony of Night and possibly Silent Hill 2.
What is up, James Bailey? If I'm not mistaken, he is a Sonic fan, as is Mr. James Bennington. And can we get some shout-outs to the Sonic fans and some shout-outs from the Zelda fans? Because both of you guys are going to be getting a little something later on. I can't. Oh, there I can. Hide reactions. Yeah. What is up, Kyle Minato? Jennifer, I appreciate you setting your alarm for this Friday Q&A. Oh, what is up? Mr. Joseph Griggs, I am Joey. I am Joey. It's not I am Joey. It's I am Joey. It's the double I. It's the double I. What is going on, Alex? I know you're based in the UK. I know you're worried about Brexit and what that means for the UK warehouse. We will do no false, sudden moves. We will always check and see what is going on. Always assessing.
Guys, read the entire post, because some people jumped in the clip. Because when you said, the first paragraph was saying, we looked into this blah 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 to replace the UK warehouse.
That's absolutely right. What is up, Jeremy? Asking me about Helmoric King. You know, Chocks, do you know who Helmoric King is? It's that massive bird that steals your sister in Wind Waker. What an awesome boss battle. And what is going on to Bud Hermes? Massive shout out to him for his amazing work on that TT behind the scenes. What is ongoing, guys? I'm sure you have seen it. If you haven't, of course, you must check it out. Every single TT since time began is now put on that. You can sort it however you like it. Number of yes votes, number of total votes, number of no votes. Which ones are on the TT never die pile. You can sort it all however you want, just like that. Will it make shipping more expensive? It moves from the UK, but of course, Joseph, it will absolutely do that, and it'll also mean importation charges, import tax, etc., because it will be coming from outside the UK. Now, of course, we don't know about what actually happens after Brexit. We don't know about trade agreements. We don't know about any of that sort of good stuff. But what we always will do is put the collectors first and try our very best. Because how many is that, Chocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 warehouses for small potatoes company like us.
Yeah, one step at a time, guys. I mean, people asking about Australia. What about Brazil? What about all the more Asia specific regions? Yeah, one at a time. I mean, we can't. It's kind of like sitting. First step is get a warehouse in the EU, and then just kind of see if that works. Then we can monitor what's next. We're not getting rid of the UK for the time being, so don't worry about that.
All I can say is UK at the moment is at its, how shall I say? You would expect that UK orders go up over time, just generally as we get more well known, right? Especially with Nana Say giving out leaflets at MCM Birmingham, right? Right. And so if we can see that it can sustain a level at this stage and it only goes more later on, that would be great. But the only problem will be is that things won't be as quick as going to certain regions. That everything gets delivered. Logistically, it's an absolute nightmare, guys. But what we don't want is you guys...
Because there's a big chunk of EU orders that would have been in the UK container will gone to the
EU to the Slovakian warehouse.
That's right.
So you have to fill that hole for the UK shipment before it can leave. Now, of course, logistically, it becomes more expensive for us to have so many different warehouses. But have you seen some of those import charges that other guys have to pay when other guys send it? It's pretty instrumentally high, and we want to try our best to avoid that. Ramon Koch, we have just set up another warehouse in the sort of Central European Union, that's in Slovakia, and we'll
talk about it once we go through the...
Boom! It's written down
Yes. That's right, Nana Say, we know about the 20% VAT, blah, 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 all that stuff, so...
We want to avoid that where possible. What is up, Callie? Thank you very much for joining us. Christopher Charles says, how about moving away from Parcel Force in the UK? I thought it was... Parcel Force was Hermes. Who is it?
There's been quite a lot of shipping posts this week, hasn't there? Can we choose our own shipping carrier? But then again, it's all like, some people have bad experience with FedEx.
Some people have great experiences. And the other way, it really is to do with the person that's delivering it. As simple as that, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Ramon, yes, Majora's Mask will indeed go from there because it is Central EU. Taran, I am not from Birmingham. I'm not from Birmingham? For God's sake, please. I'm not from Birmingham. I am not from there, indeed.
He's a Brummie.
I'm a Brummie. Oh my God.
I'm a Scouser.
Oh, Jesus. Why are you talking so different, so calm, disturbing? What is up, Mikolaj? Would you like me to speak like this? Oh, what's going on, guys? How's it going? How shall I speak today? It's my Friday Q&A voice. Oh, what is going on? Thank you very much for joining us. 114 people. Chocks, that is...
What? I've only got 84 on my side.
3 lucky... Well, refresh your shit, because that ain't right. It currently is 113, or what? Let's see what's going on. Hopefully it says so. That is 3 lucky winners to receive 500 reward points chosen at random by Mr. Chocks. Over here, we are going to be having a long stream today, circa 3 hours. If you come today to see what is going on with the Sonic news, or you're here to look at the Majora's Mask news, that is going to be after a few sections. The first will be, of course, the week in review, followed by the Q&A, followed by the Who Dat, and then we can get to the main event, which will be in about 2¼ hours or so. So, let us see what is going on. John Morales says we had the awkwardest of high fives. Can we do a better high five than apparently we... That didn't improve much.
Who asked for that?
John Morales said it was awkward. High five for the win.
Well, I need to make sure that we've got the right number of viewers. And apparently, the shitty PC says...
It is 114. This
now.
shitty PC... Didn't I give it a boosty?
Nah, it's shitty again.
It's what? It's what?
Hey, Hoge from Marvelous Statue.
Boom! Checking it out. Wait, I don't see him.
Yeah, it's just...
Oh, yeah, right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom, yeah. So what are we getting today?
Yeah, well, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. What is the main event? Well, it is finally...
Get your credit cards ready today, guys.
Majora's Mask coming back to F4F. What is up, Mr. Villes? How's it going?
Hey, Amanda.
Where's your Amanda?
Well, there's quite a few Amandas I have. There's one Amanda Tesk.
Yes, indeed.
Where's Amanda Kirby?
Yeah, exactly. What is up, Sam? How's it going? I don't remember seeing you last week on the stream. Of course, it was very nice to meet you in New York. Did you get to meet Sam?
I don't know, did I?
It's the faces, and it's also hard to put the faces and the names and then lock that shit together.
I know.
But once it's been done once, hopefully it's been boosted, you know, locked up.
Hey, Kanako!
What is up, Chagia? Thanks for joining us today. It is now 10:15. Tell me Harvey has gotten to sleep. You still haven't told me exactly where I need to take Chan tomorrow for her painting class. Let me know in pictures or something like that. Yeah, so I'm going to take it for
first lesson.
painting. I think so, yeah. Yes,
So
I believe it's the first lesson.
It'd be interesting what she likes to paint. Yeah.
Amazingly, though, Harvey's drawing skills is about the same level as Elizabeth's. I.e. terrible. Like, all his classmates, like Chinese classmates, are all like painting Vincent van Goghs and all this sort of stuff, right?
I bet I don't think it's the kids. I think it's the parents that's painting it for them.
Oh, right.
But that's what Sandy does. She does all the homework for them.
Absolutely. The question is from Mr. Griggs, would we ever do a UK event? Well, if we were going to do one, it would be MCM London. Sam only met me, didn't get a chance to meet you. You were probably too busy talking to a lovely lady. Maybe.
Sorry, Sam.
What is going on? Can I get a belated B-Day shout out? What is up, Natalie Mankin? Happy birthday from your F4F fam. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Natalie, who's...
They're right there. She for belated happy birthday. You go for the next line.
All right then. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Natalie
Mankin.
Happy birthday to
you.
Shout out to Natalie. How's it going, mate? Hope you have
What'd you get for your birthday?
Fantastic birthday. If it's belated, how belated are we talking about? And did you get F4F for your birthday present? If you didn't, I take the happy birthday back. No, only kidding. Only kidding. Any returns from NYCC contacts, licenses, orders? Not really, Mr. Windish. But that's on us for not being prepared, and we will figure it out later how to improve on our experiences for future cons. We are down, but we are most certainly not out. We will keep on going for that. Shigeru Miyamoto for TTs. Make sure you give your opinions for when it comes to that, because we don't have any other TTs lined up.
We do.
Do we?
They did, like, during the stream.
Okay, yeah.
It was like some of these.
Oh, okay. Oh, come on the third one.
Well, that was quite a while back.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was a while back.
That was it.
These are the recent ones. I put the recent ones at the top.
I'm not sure we need the first one. Maybe we'll go for the second one first.
All right, yeah. Okay.
See what's up.
Jeff is here.
Where?
It's on here on my screen.
Nice one. I don't see him. Maybe he jumps in a minute. What is up, Mr. Lee? I don't see you joining us. Indeedy. Mine was the 6th when you all were in NYC, no F4Fs, even though I asked. She's saying that she didn't get F4Fs. But she did ask, and therefore it's all okay. We do not take back our happy birthday wishes. So it's all good. Lost Odyssey. Now that was Miss Walker, wasn't it?
That was on the
that was on the Xbox. Yeah, it was really cool with a guy.
It was like it came on 7 discs.
Are you serious, Andrew? You can only just hear us now. It's been a while. What is up, Alessio Buccilli? So Wyckoff, thank you for joining us. And now, thank you so much for joining us. It is today, the 20th of October, Friday Q&A with Chocks A, number 41. 41 times. At it again, Chocks.
We've missed 2, so...
but at least we've done it 41 times. It doesn't matter when they were done, but we've done it for 41
right.
times. But we have indeed had 2 very solid reasons to not do it. Cursed you, America! You took away our, took away our Friday Q&As both times.
Yeah,
that's right, isn't it, Chocks?
That's right, twice.
Twice. Taken away by America. Indeed. So, thank you so much for joining. It is, 18 past 10 p.m. where we are. Where is it where you are? What should you be doing? Let us know in the comments. 119 people joining us. Much appreciated. I love the fact that we have such a fantastic community checking us what's going on every Friday. Let us know if this is your first ever stream in the comments. We want to know if you are popping your F4F Friday Q&A cherry today.
Hey, is that my
For
friend?
Mona Lisa, I feel like her cherry's grown back. It's been such a long time that she hasn't joined us on a Friday Q&A. So, boom, I will say that this is her latest, her first time in such a long time. What is up, Becca McCookie? How's it going? I know you're liking what you see for Ornstein. Much appreciated for the support on that. We have a 10. TJ says it's 10:18 there. Therefore, you must be in the East Coast of America because it is exactly 12 hours difference with us over here. Mr. Tiley is in Bristol. Should be working multitasking. I love it a lot. We have Mr. Tilly. 20 past 3 for Alex Walker, representing the UK. Cheyenne Ball Smith, this is your first Friday Q&A. I'm pretty sure I've seen your names before.
Who?
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
Maybe I've just seen it in the club, but you're definitely in the club. I've seen you in the club. But if this is your first Friday Q&A, welcome. Much appreciated for you joining us. We have a Mr. Pace. Ashley, how's it going? I know Eric also PM me this morning. Hopefully you guys got back to you guys with regards to that. And I believe, what is it? The Collectors Guild? Let me know in the comments. I know you're working on a little something. Let me know in the comments. Bud is pretending it's his first Q&A. I know it's not your first Q&A. We have Christina Marie from Tennessee. That is a very, very cool. I like it, Chocks, that it's all over the world. All over the world. And that is just the beauty of the internet.
All over. What about our Indian fan base? Got plenty of those Indian fans, right? I'm in a funny mood today. Where's that Indian fans?
In DD, it is. I do not have an Birmingham accent. I have.
Who's keep saying that?
Taran does. I think he's just joshing with me.
Birmingham.
20 past 4 in Deutschland. Guten Tag. Was ist los?
Talent.
There you go.
Tan's Indian. There you go.
There you go. Denise Kipp, I also believe, ist eine Deutschlander. I think that's correct. Aus Deutschland. He hit me up to say if we ever do Gamescom, he'd be willing to, sort it out.
So what out?
Just if we ever needed some help.
A specific so what out?
Nah, he said he'll help us out on the
Help us
booth.
out on what?
On the booth.
I thought it was something else.
So what? You need something else that will sort out or what?
Yeah.
What? Red Bull contacts?
What? I don't know. Sort us out.
Indeed, CY Tan, what is it going?
You know what?
on?
Something like really funny today.
What's
I've been
that?
getting a PM today by a club member. I've been chatting with him back and forth for a while. It was like working on that. It was like when we did the Spiral statue. He was working on some graphics, some like in-game models of Spiral. He was creating his own game hub. He had some still images, and then yesterday he posted me a link, and he actually showed a good 5-6 minutes of gameplay. He created his own thing. He didn't want to piss off Activision, so they kind of like, he said, "Oh, I'm not going to publish this," and all that stuff. And then a couple of gaming press hit him up.
Yeah.
And then I was like searching through my news feed, and apparently Red Bull asked him to post that video on his page. I'm like,
Hit him up.
hit him up, yeah.
Hit you up.
I said,
Tell him.
pass on the message.
Awesome. What is up, Papa Davis? Adrian Davis in the house.
Yo.
How's it going? Yo. What is up, Eric Pace? Let me know in the comments whether or not Philip got back to you. I want to make sure that it's firing on all cylinders to make sure that it's cool. Cool.
Oh, more stuff. More customer service stuff.
Indeed.
Hey, Babs.
Bams. I want to see why.
There you go.
So, for example, here, why is it that you see under which is
What?
here,
I'm losing
you got
messages, right?
you got Ashley, but beneath that you got KN Ball Smith. Oh, it must be, like, you're really missing stuff, I think.
Ah, yeah, it's stupid.
I think it's
I'm
not
watching this
quite,
through
yeah.
I'm watching this through the main page
Yeah.
as well.
Ah, that's really weird. The God Dad says, pumped up for new Majora's Mask release.
That's right.
What is up? Indeed.
There's more.
Can you guys hear the noise? Can you hear any? They want to see your T-shirt.
No. It's nothing special.
Want to evolution, yeah?
Yeah.
Evolution. What?
Evolution.
Evolution. Are you guys hearing any noise from the fan? Last time there was a buzzing noise. Want to make sure
Maybe
that
it's
you
just.
can't
Oh,
hear
you
it.
put it on the.
Yeah, I did put it over there and raise it up. So let us know if you can hear any buzzing noise. Make sure it's okay. Arman says this. Oh, what is up, Arman? How's it going, mate? He was wearing a very nice Frank West outfit, along with his missus, who was Wes Wally, also known as Waldo. Or not also known as. It is known as Wes Waldo. Wes Waldo. Did you know that?
Right.
In America,
Wally.
we call it Wes Wally.
Yeah. The proper name is Waldo, isn't it?
Well, I'm assuming it's American, and therefore it should be indeed Waldo. Adam Talley's talking about Chuckles' noise.
Yo, the Jesus.
De Jesus is in the house. How's it going, mate?
The fan is a little quieter today.
Yeah, that's cool. Right, we have been whatting for almost 24 minutes. That's like an episode of The Simpsons. Can we
Yeah, when you're
do the week
well, you've been
in
doing
review?
You've been doing it for an hour.
As always, that is very true. What is going on? As always, we kick it off every week with notices. Oh my god, there is a change because it says Majora's Mask. Normally, I come back and I tell you there is no news. What is up, guys? We have some news tonight, and you will see the full reveal of the revised version. Bada bing, bada boom, all the changes to be explained right here, right now. Various suit. The changes were with us last week. It is still with us, but it's just about finished. Next week, I will be submitting it to the bigger end, and fingers crossed on that. Chocks, over to you.
Right, so there you go. So more information with regards to Majora's Mask in the week in review. Various suits in our hands. I was just saying. Right, what's been going on lately? Crash PVC. So many people have been receiving it this week.
Yeah.
Guys, in EU, I've been confirmed that shipment is going out as we speak.
Has anyone received it yet? It's our first shipment ever in the EU.
I don't know,
so
but it should be going out. It's going
yeah.
out. So hopefully there will be comments in the club somewhere saying, hey, how long... let us know. If you're in EU, let us know how long it will take to get to you.
Yeah.
Did it arrive in good
Safely,
condition? Who is your carrier?
Yeah, who's the one who delivered it to you?
Who's the one that delivered it in your area? Do let us know. Yeah, see, DPD got mine today, apparently, from Matthew O'Donnell.
Based where?
Where you from, O'Donnell?
Yeah, let us know what that's
So
about.
anyways, Sonny has confirmed that is going out. And
so it says, my crash is shipped, but how do you know that? Because you got a message from our system, or did you get any tracking number information?
Right, so Bud
Shipped today,
said just
so why-
received the email for
I
France.
know Alessio's
shipping.
in Italy.
Carrier is DPD. Yep. So, guys, they're going out.
How are you guys knowing that? What is up, Michelle Rodriguez?
What other things with regards to shipping
Hanging
this
out
week?
with Johnny DeJesus. I think they got their first side timers together.
Yeah,
Boom.
a lot of
Bada bing.
conversions this week.
Yeah.
Lincoln Loftwing.
Lincoln
King of Red Lines, yes. And
Cool,
side
you got
timer.
tracking. Email plus tracking.
Nice.
Got an email, full details. Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Service, huh?
Who does that come from? From us or from our warehouse?
It's probably from the warehouse, right?
Ooh, tracking information. That's good.
Is it from the warehouse, guys?
Let us know in the comments. That's so far so good. Very nice.
Get the tracking.
Do you get the tracking information from us or from the warehouse?
DPD is usually
directly?
good from Taron.
Ooh, both.
Let's see how
What
it goes.
is up?
Tell us like when, like the time difference, how long it took to receive your tracking information, and how long it took to get your
Bearing in mind
package.
that, for example, if it's from Slovakia to, I don't know, Italy, it should be quicker than it is from the UK to Italy, as an example. Whereas France is just across the, across the channel, so maybe that's slightly different. Be interested to hear what that takes. No reply at Swiss Mail Solutions. Well, that's who we're using. There you go. Wow, that is very interesting. Fingers crossed. All right.
Adam Tilly DPD has been good for him so
But
far.
Adam Tiley is based in the UK, so his crash would not have been, unless, I thought, did the UK crash get sent from Slovakia, or did it go to the UK? I'm not sure.
Nah, it can't be, right?
Well, right now the UK is still part of the EU, so he wouldn't be paying any taxes. So I'm actually not sure what's going on with that. See, what is up, Matthew? How's it going? What was it? No game and no life. Shout out.
That's right.
Yo,
Matthew. 3,000 members now.
ProPack in the US, so warehouse. Yeah, ProPack is indeed in the US.
Operations first pre-shipping.
James
warning.
Bailey, I know James Bailey is a Sonic fan. You should make sure you hang around till later tonight.
Yeah.
Boom.
Right, and what other things?
Silver is coming along nicely.
Calendar.
25th will
The
happen
calendar.
after.
The calendar has been updated as well. There's been some changes and updates added on to the calendar.
What was that?
Well, I think a lot of people know that Canadians are getting the crash in December because there's been, from last week, there was a slight delay for SIF, so it's kind of affected that. I believe Sonny has added Silver and Fighter Kirby in December as well.
Right.
So hopefully those go in that couple.
It's got to get past me, though.
I believe there's 2 containers for US in December, and some additional information that was added to those as well. Specifically, from now on there'll be a early, mid, and late, depending. So because you guys are saying, oh, when will the shipper container arrive? So we added early December, mid December, late December. So.
Johnny DeJesus says, Alex, I apologize in advance for my long Q&A post.
Who from?
Johnny DeJesus. Usually when I see
I
a
don't know.
see more, I click on it.
I don't think this week's is that long.
We'll see. Indeedy.
And a lot of people saying, "Oh, can you not ship it during December? Because that's holiday season, and then, the postal service are usually shit
True. Easy to lose stuff, I guess.
or breakages. They'll just don't give a, toss about."
True that.
Yeah.
True that. What is up, Billy Bex? Thank you for joining us. Lovely Jessica Castic, lovely admin. How's it going? Philippe Packard, how's it going? Did they mention no Saitama on the UK one in December? So no, Saitama not being sent out for the what? Saitama for the UK would have sent out, I would have thought. Geoffrey is giving a shout out to the TTs. We will be discussing a Legend of Dragoon a little later on. Thanks, Jessica, for dropping in to say hi. Hopefully you have a lovely day.
Guys, if you don't know...
Thanks, Tori. Have a great day.
If you don't know where to find the calendar, it's under the schedule section on the website.
Yeah. So where's Saitama for the UK?
Saitama, Canada.
Yeah. I thought Saitama's already been delivered for the UK.
Yeah, it's arrived at the...
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Yeah, so...
I don't know why someone was talking about that.
Hold on.
Pretty sure I saw someone.
What? Saitama has arrived at the China warehouse, arrived at the US warehouse. Saitama... EU warehouse. I see a Saitama at the EU warehouse. Right. And there's more Saitama at going to the Canadian warehouse. Where's the UK?
UK?
EU. That's Crash.
Oh.
Crash.
Saitama here.
Saitama US, Saitama China. Got EU here.
Yeah.
I've got another batch for Canada here.
Mm-hmm. Go back. Look at the EU warehouses. What? Where they at?
Where they at?
Funny? We'll be checking it out and letting you go. Oh. Neo Dragon saying he hasn't received his yet. Alright, thanks very much. We need to check what is going on.
Make a note of that. So it's Saitama UK, right?
It's on the EU for December, but not the UK. Yeah, I need to check that. What's going on, please? Yeah, follow up with that. Alright, sweet. Saitama UK, where the fuck is it? Nice notes. Indeed. Moving on to the week in review, let us kick it off with... Were you finished with your stuff, yeah? Yeah, we're talking about the crash, etc.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So yours.
All right, we're going to bash through this one because we've got a lovely, way to close off the show tonight. Majora's Mask approved. More information later on with that. Silver production images, videos, etc., etc. That was being done. We had some silver sand sanding the seams in the water just to wet it to get that smooth seam removal going on. Silver QC, you saw some stickers on there with lots of arrows, so that's really important so people can see what the defects are and move on to fix those accordingly. Warehouse, new Slovakian warehouse. Now that's an interesting one. Now Brexit was always been something that was on our mind once the referendum went on and we saw that it actually was going to happen. We knew we had a deadline and it would be better to react earlier than not. So here we are with a Slovakian warehouse just because we wanted to make sure that the pain after Brexit is minimized as much as possible. So we're just testing it out. We wanted to make sure it was running smoothly and we tested it out on something, well, let's be honest, the size to cost ratio of Crash is much easier to stomach if the warehouse didn't work. What I mean by that is, should the Slovakian warehouse not do what we wanted them to do, i.e. they didn't deliver their crashes, the cost of replacing those crashes would have been a lot less than if it was something like the SIFs were missing, for example. So Crash was the perfect thing that we wanted to actually coordinate with the new warehouse, and that's why we tested it out with Crash. But it seems, I'm very, very happy to hear that you've been followed up with tracking information. I'm very happy to hear that you know about DPD. I've never heard about them before, but if those are people that you guys know about, that's great. We don't want you to be receiving from Mickey Mouse couriers. And obviously, before I can sort of underline this one to say that the Slovakian warehouse is okay. We need to make sure you are actually receiving the Crash product and not just bricks. So that's obviously important. We wanted to make sure that is okay. We keep our eyes on the situation with the UK. As always with any of these new warehouses, we always just test slowly. Let's make sure that goes smoothly, and we can still offer the best service that we can possibly do as a small potatoes company. What's the most amount of statues you've lost during shipment? Actually, nothing so far. It's the JB, which is good news. Okay, talking about Fighter Kirby. Fighter Kirby is coming along nicely, painting picture of doing the hairband. Someone was a little bit concerned about thinking that there was some seam lines, but actually there were paint guidelines in order to make sure that the paints were nicely smooth and within the lines. So that was nothing wrong with that. The Kirby Day 1 cards, I did a video of that, and if you haven't had a chance to see it, check it out, guys. A lovely little reflective gold foil for where it says Fighter Kirby exclusive. And of course, as always, Day 1, you can see the logo over there. Let us know if you have some Day 1 cards from any of the other products. We've had 0 hour for a few things and Day 1s. Is this the first Day 1? It is the first Day 1.
Day 1?
It's the first Day 1.
It can't be.
It is.
Crash is the first Day 1.
That's what sorry, I thought I meant Crash. I thought I said Crash.
No, you didn't say Crash.
Okay, right, yeah, Crash is the first Day 1, for sure.
Yo, Gary Tong, US Canadian Collectors Group.
Shout out to the US Canadian Collectors Group.
Well, that's not the proper name, but that group is mainly for Canadian collectors.
Yo.
I remember talking to Gary, he was asking, hey, do you guys have like a warehouse? Do you ship from US? And he's worried about taxes and customs.
No
and
problems, mate.
And that was when we had we set up the new Canadian warehouse. Yeah.
Which is,
share the F4F love in your group, mate.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many other statue companies have 5 warehouses, but it is logistically difficult. But it's ultimately worth it, I think. Would you not say?
Yeah, sure. As a collector, who wants to pay tax and fees?
It kind of takes the sting out of it, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because when you're collecting, it's not just the price of the statue. You've got to consider the shipping costs and the fees. A $700 statue could easily turn into $1,000, $1,100, $1,200 in total after the fees and shipping costs. And that's before, and even places where you can't get the statue, then you got your middleman fees to pay as well.
Indeedy. Joe Aguilar wants to know when the Guts pre-order pieces. And I was actually discussing this with Chocks.
Amanda doesn't know. What? There's a group for Canadians? PM me, Amanda. I'll tell you.
Of course, one of the questions is whether or not we were asked, Joe was asking about Guts' pre-order. Guts. So the question whether or not we open up for pre-order now, because we're still working hard on it. I mean, the next thing I was going to talk about is Guts' lines.
In simple terms, guys, do you want a blind pre-order for Guts?
A blind pre-order for Guts, a blind pre-order for Ornstein, a blind pre-order for a lot of the sort of stuff that came out of, You've guys seen all the pictures at NYCC. A big shout out to, Konami, Funimation, Crunchyroll, all these guys helping spreading the marketing and all that stuff. So I forgot to give them a shout out. I should hit them up as well for you. Yeah. I'm just thinking, because what it's like. I find it quite tough. We showed so much Chocks at NYCC. Now, so many different people are asking for so many different products. You have Crash fans asking for the Yaku. You have Spyro fans asking for the green Crystal Dragon. And you have, Guts fans asking, Berserk fans asking about Guts, I guess, etc., etc.
It's
right?
like there's
it's almost like once you do the convention, it's almost like you just go, well, you've seen it now.
Well, it's not just that.
Just blind pre-order all of them from the moment, and then just leave it open, and then just go, and just like we did for Bowser.
Well, you look at it, it's different. It's a different case, because with Bowser, it was only the club members that actually saw Bowser, right? So when we went with a blind pre-order for Bowser, people that know about it
and trust us.
They trust us. They had the confidence to pre-order, and those guys outside the club had no idea, right?
Right.
With this one, the NYCC is different because we actually showed everything at the booth. Everyone's been spreading that out. So I won't technically call it a blind pre-order.
Yeah. But the prototype's not finished. We haven't done the video yet. Well, the prototype is pretty much finished, but we haven't showed some things. Like we haven't shown the exclusive on a lot of them. So maybe people can trust that the exclusive is worth it. But also, you could also do the same thing we did for the Bowser blind pre-order, which is just basically say, pre-order it. When we do the final reveal, you don't like it, cancel it, or your money back. The same thing that we're gonna, that's the same thing for Bowser.
There's nothing to lose.
So it's almost like that, and therefore people can start having a longer payment plan than expected, because it's like, well, all of a sudden, when Guts goes up, when Ornstein goes up, it's just something to think about. Something to think about. So, what to do about that? Still got to spice up that Bowser base. No plans to do anything before the
Honestly,
launch.
I mean, end of the day, guys, the blind pre-order is really for longer payments for you guys.
Right.
It's more hassle for me and the other guys in the team, because it's kind of like doing a double launch.
Yeah.
But for those that want a 12-month flexi payment plan, it's great for you guys.
Hey Joseph, if you weren't familiar, we did a Bowser blind pre-order, which basically said that you can jump on the wait list, you can pre-order it. We just did a silhouette, and basically said that you can jump on a 12-month plan because it's so expensive, and start that 3 months before the launch.
Just go on the website right away. You can actually still see the Bowser blind pre-order image.
And the point is, you put down your money, and if you started playing towards it, and if when we do the final reveal, when it comes down to it, you have you can refund everything without any issues. No NRD holding on that. No what is it? Payment admin fee for when you do some flexi pay, etc., etc. Will you give us the option for 12 months for the real pre-order? The answer is not right now. It's not possible because it will force us to do a 12-month pre-order. We want to try and be faster than that.
Yeah.
Will there be a pre-order? Will there be a new pre-order before Taki's last chance weekend? You mean just in general? And this is the problem. We have quite a lot of things that we want to get out at different times. But the finding
I think we'll kind of answer that question later on tonight.
No, but what I mean by that is, it's just saying that there's so many products that we want to get out, but the prototypes all seem to get ready at the same time, meaning we could have taken advantage of releasing it one by one, once a week, because they weren't the real launches. That's what we could be doing. I know it's a lot more work. We have to think about that.
Can be very information overload as well.
Yeah,
it can be quite confusing.
Well, the website needs to be better to explain that. The option for Bowser when it goes live is likely to be 9 months.
What? Sorry, what?
No, it's just Mario was asking what is the maximum length of the FlexiPay for Bowser for when it actually goes. It's likely to be 9 months.
Yeah.
Also, hello David. Maybe he'll see this on the tiny screen when he's watching later. What is up, David? Shout out to Gamer Toy News. Check them out, who did fantastic coverage of us for our NYCC. All right, moving on. We are now talking about Guts, and we talked about testing those lights. We want to get that effect looking sweet. There is now going to have this sort of movement effect within the lights on the top of the base, and of course going through those purple phalluses. Indeed, those phallic symbols. What we have: weekly charts, engaging post, the weekly most engaging post, and weekly most engaged stuff. I will do that every week, let you guys know what the deal is, what were the comments that got the most reactions, what were the most strongest top 15 posts of that week as well, so you guys can see that. And let's talk a little bit about Crash. There's quite a lot of stuff we did on that. That's classic Crash, starting the painting, you actually saw the actual size of Crash himself when you compared them together. The Crashes themselves, the resin Crash is significantly bigger than the PVC Crash. Of course, it will make for a fantastic centerpiece to your Crash display, along with the Aku Aku mask, which of course is something else that we revised. The feathers, it wasn't quite as colorful as we wanted, so we are just tweaking that to make it a little bit brighter. We will do the full reveal when it comes to its actual launch, which we are working on right now.
What's that for? What's being revised?
The feathers.
Oh, the Aku Aku mask. Yeah.
Yeah, they're being revised right now. What I showed in the club is not quite the final one, but we'll show the final one when it comes to the end. We had Jeff sitting like a king in front of his torch Dark Souls rings, and those are being packed up, sorted out over here, and will be on the next shipment to the respective places.
They should be going out in the shipping containers within a week or two. So they'll try and get it to you around Christmas time, December time.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And as Jeremy said, check out Gamer Toy Alliance. It is a fantastic Facebook group if you want to be talking about all things video game related. Check them out as well.
You need more members, mate.
Does he?
Yeah.
How many's he got?
I don't know, less than 100. Less
Well,
than 150.
you know, every week we'll give them a shout out. Let them.
Gamer Toy News.
Gamer Toy Alliance.
Alliance.
That's the Facebook group.
Yeah, I know.
That's the Facebook group.
I know. You need more content, mate.
What we'll do is, why don't we, you know, what I'll do is, over the weekend I'll just give their club a shout out in the group, and you know, tell people if they're interested in.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we do know that the F4F club is quite restrictive to, you know, F4F product, because you are in the F4F group. Sometimes you just want to spread your wings a little bit more, and you know, you're very free to do them in the certain clubs. Obviously you have the Berserk bonus if you're into talking about all things Berserk. You have the Dark Souls Dangalangs if you want to talk about all things Dark Souls, and if you want a general gaming collectible site, do check out the Gamer Toy Alliance, and we will do a shout out to that in the posts. Bada bing, bada boom. Cool.
Anything else?
We're good now. And then last but not least, Ornstein is deep in redevelopment for the... Because the crazy thing is, guys, we haven't got our samples back from the US. They are still over there, and we're waiting for it to come back, which hopefully we'll get next week, hopefully. Last but not least, we have a couple more things. Shovel Knight has been reprinted at 20% bigger. We will do a comparison later on between the sizes. We want it to be just that bit. People are asking why so much bigger, the perfect size before. We want it to be a value for money. The increase in size doesn't actually lead to much difference in the cost of manufacturer. Yes, of course, the packaging size will be will be that much bigger, 20% bigger to be exact. But over in the overall grand scheme of things, of course, that is not the highest factor when it comes to buying, to the cost of a statue. So, for value for money, increasing it just a little bit bigger is just at the sweet spot where we want it to be. Because the cost from the factory really means that it's got to be at a certain price point, and that certain price point didn't quite have the value for the money. So just increased it just to hit those targets for that. Last but not least, TTs, all you could ever want from the very beginning. Mr. Bud Aramis making it so much easier to navigate those. So shout out to you, Bud. Thank you so much for your hard work. Thanks very much for hosting it. It's been fantastic, and appreciate you looking after that.
F4F.aramis.xyz. The TTs are automatically updated every hour. And if you click on the little dots on the top right corner of each TT, that will take you directly to the original post.
And if you feel that there's something that should never be in the TT Never Dies pile, you need to vote on Rally. And of course, the interesting thing is, of course, you can give that link to anybody. It is not restricted to the club. It's available for anybody to see. So you can post that anywhere, rally people outside of the groups. It's much easier for you to rally people to then join the club accordingly.
To all the spies out there.
What? Nana say, if you're talking about Shovel Knight, not on my watch. Not on that. Not that price on my watch. Boom. Cinders shall never die. I know Jordan was mad at pushing it for Cinder, which is coming along very nicely indeed. I'm just actually wrapping up Spyro just to make sure that they're paired nicely together.
Yeah, I saw some new images.
Where?
In our group.
Of? No? What are you chatting about?
Yeah.
Nah.
In WeChat.
Oh. WeChat. Nah.
Yeah.
I didn't put it in WeChat.
Well, our group.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's... No, the Spyro that's being painted is just me having the comments back from Activision, which removed the blue on it. That's what you're talking about. The blue dots.
No, I saw the side by side. Have a look at the...
No, that's the original OG Spyro.
Really?
Yeah. It's the original.
Then why?
I can't remember what the fuck. Nah. Nah.
Well, it does a little bit.
Nah. Oh, one's a Tooling Master. You know the Tooling Master is like 5% bigger.
That's a Tooling Master.
That's the Tooling Master. And one
So
that,
it's
so
not-
if the grey is the Tooling Master, so is that the one that look bigger? Is that the one that look bigger? Because
Yeah.
there's a problem if it's the other way around.
Right.
Right.
As a
Yeah, so that makes sense,
That
yeah.
was a new print.
No. Cool. And that, my lovely F4F family, is the week in review. Chocks, hit us with the TTs. Wait a sec. Holy shit. I haven't even done any of this sort of stuff. Hold on. I haven't put this in. I haven't loaded it up. Bust that out. Get this in over here. Yeah. Oh,
God.
Oh, dearie me. I was wondering if you can get real-time comments. So, where we are? Q and A. Let me see if I get them. Hold on. That was... Let me see if this works.
Oh, sorry guys, if be careful, just in case.
That was the week in review. Yeah, that was the week in review. And now it's time for...
All that for nothing, eh?
Bada bing, bada boom. Shout out to the weekend review. That doesn't work. Back. Alright. Indeedy. So that's you to do the weekend review. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can get my...
Not bad, eh? Persona 5 TT 516.
Interesting.
Keep on going.
Interesting. We need to then go and find out who in that list. That poor music, though. I love it. They're a bit too loud. Okay, I'll make sure that we get that tweet for next time.
Right, let me just load up last week's TT70.
That's Luigi, yeah?
Luigi. Let's see.
I'm
has there been much
concerned that
movement?
we don't know whether or not it's...
Nah, they would have known by now. It won't make a difference.
You reckon?
Yeah, it won't make a difference. Right, let's start off with the nose. That had about 182 no's to 396, 97 yeses.
Less than I expected. Maybe because they know it's OG Luigi rather than...
I don't know, I think it's about right.
Than Mansion.
I can't see that going over 500 anytime soon. Yeah.
Alright.
Right. Just a reminder, that is the standard, regular, generic Luigi.
Right.
Moving along, TT72, The Legend of Dragoon, Dart.
Before you go through this, were you expecting this to do well or not? Go through the answer. Go through the numbers.
Okay, so let's go through the numbers for that one. There's about 208 no's. To about 140 yeses.
So, Chocks, opinion.
You know me. I know. I try not to give opinions on these TTs. Offline,
at least-
offline anyway.
No, online you don't want.
No, online, yeah.
You don't get them online, but you're
Yeah.
offline. But, you know, there was a couple of threads. Legend of Dragoon this, Legend of Dragoon that. A lot of likes, a lot of comments. But when it came down to it, not surprised. Not surprised? Not surprised. No opinions given online. Were you guys surprised? Let us know in the comments. Did you vote yes or did you vote no for Legend of Dragoon? Is that something that you want to see? As you know, TTs never die, and we will. Like, you know, there's only very few TTs that rise from the pile, but you know, it's always there. Let us know if you voted for Legend of Dragoon. Also, let us know in the comments what other TTs you would like to see so we can announce the future couple of weeks of the TT, so you can all do it in advance. Kai Nanase is saying Broken Sword, which is that
adventure,
that click, point and click set out in France, and like the Broken Mirrors is almost like a kind of like a
really.
Let's see, Legend of Lagoon. Billy saying Resident Evil. Austin Paul is FLCL. Alex is saying it's not iconic enough. That's a Legend of Dragoon, I'm assuming. Shall we, Chocks? Shall we just...
Did you manage to play Cuphead?
I haven't had a chance to play that yet. Cuphead TT. How about this, Chocks? How about this?
Yes.
How about this? Okay. I want to shake. I want to, you know, I want to see what's up. How about this?
What?
Kanjo and Bazooie next week. Kanjo and Bazooie next week, followed by...
Let me just write this down.
My Hero Academia. Followed by Cuphead. Cuphead has 3 weeks then, so it would have been out for like a month to see what people really think about Cuphead.
Right.
Kanjo Bazooie, you know, we joke about this all the time, but actually let's see really. Because, you know, so many people talk about Legend of Dragoon. So many people talk about this, talk about that. When it comes down to it, what does that actually mean? Well, look, Legend of Dragoon didn't do too well. A lot of them don't do too well. And I'm always concerned that it's always the same guys talking about the same properties.
The same guys.
And therefore...
This is always the same guys that keep on bumping the TT.
So, therefore, is Kanjo Bazooie yet another example of a lot of people just talking about it? A lot of the same people, don't get me wrong, all 150 of them talking about it, yet the vast majority, the 400, 500 people say no.
Right.
Of course, we only look at the yes votes, but the question is whether
550.
or not...
550 yes votes. Because that was changed from last week.
Right, 550.
Because with more and more people in the group, the higher those votes go, the higher they go up the list.
Right.
Yeah?
Right. Bud is saying, never heard Alex even produce the word Xenoblade or Xenoblade, depending on if it's a xenomorph or xenomorph. So, I wonder, let us know in the comments, will you be voting yes for Kanjo Bazooie? Will you be voting yes for My Hero Academia? Will you be voting yes for Cuphead? Let us know if you'll be saying no. Let us know in the comments what you've got to say about that. Let us see what you say. John Morales says yes if we get some big jiggies for Banjo. Joe says no. No for all. No for one. No for none. Becca says definitely 3 no's. Joey says Banjo yes. Matthew Lopez says I always vote yes because That is true. He's got a lot of F4F, so much appreciated if you support Matthew Lopez. Mr. Lane says yes for all 3. Alex Walker says no for all 3. Sadly, it's a no. It's a 3 no in a row.
It'd be like, depends on the price, depends on the size, depends if it's PVC. The same
of
question.
Course. Yeah. Of course. So, interestingly, if you look, not that many people are interested in Kanjo. Only a lot of people are saying...
There's only 130 odd people in the stream. It seems like a quiet night.
Why?
It seems like a quiet day today.
Why?
In the club.
In the club?
Yeah.
It's been quite a quiet week. I haven't posted too much. You see, the weekend review is quite quick.
Yeah.
And again, that's the issue with these... The problem with these... With these, we've already done one, but this convention has been that a lot of the stuff
and
that
just
we've
to be
done,
sure, guys, I hear a lot of people concerned, oh, why do we just always concentrate on the TT pose? It's not just that. There's a lot of variables involved as well. So sometimes we have to know, do we get on all right with the licensor? Do we keep in touch with, so-and-so? It's just one of many variables. So don't worry about it. TTs don't just like doom everything, because a lot of people concerned when they, concerned with the license that they want, and all we give a shit about is just a TT. It doesn't work like that. We go through quite a vigorous discussion whether we take on that license. Just to reassure you guys, it's not just that simple. Yeah. It's never that simple. What do you want to say?
So we've got some people saying yes to Kanjo, some people saying no. What is it? JB is saying yes to Cuphead. Vincent is saying yes, no, no. Fopney is saying maybe to Cuphead.
Johnny the Jesus, take on Persona 5.
What did he say? Take
on Persona 5.
Oh, there, yeah. No, I know he's been pushing really hard for that.
Yeah, he is.
That's really good. Lawrence Guzman, he says that, yeah, I understand what you're saying about, Luigi. That's an interesting analysis, and I agree with that. Michelle Rodriguez says yes to Academia and Cuphead, no to Kanjo.
Dave, sorry.
See, look, here it is.
I would probably buy a PVC Cuphead. Wow, what happened to Earthworm Jim? Hey, Nils. Schumacher.
So the question is whether or not... let me see.
Guyver. Curtis Spence.
Hold on,
what's your thoughts? See, what's your thoughts on just these comments?
So I'm actually... Well, as expected, I see that actually, when you actually ask the question, it's the same. The people in the club, the people who are saying yes to Kanjo, yes to Cuphead, and yes
PVC
to
Cuphead,
and yes to
resin Cuphead. So
yes to Cuphead. It's the people that I know have been saying it in the club, as in like some people saying yes, and as always, just below any TT, look at Legend of Dragoon, for example. A lot of people were saying yes, and look at Fire Emblem, not Fire Emblem, Breath of Fire. A lot of people were like yes. TTs never die. So I'll be very interested to see how Kanjo does, and I think that's going to be a very interesting one. I'm going to be very interested to see how My Hero Academia, all 3 of these, maybe not so much Cuphead, not that many people have sort of talked about that. Of course, they don't just come out, but those 2, I've seen people talk about it all the time. Mainly more Banjo, right? But not as much. And some for My Hero. So it's going to be interesting to see what is up. So anyways, guys, that is what is going on. That is what the next 3 weeks of the TTs will be. If you are fans of Kanjo Bazoo, if you're fans of My Hero Academia or Cuphead, rally the fans, because prepare yourselves. That's what is coming up. We need to now hashtag something, Chocks. So who were the winners from last week?
Right. That TT was quite a while, wasn't it?
It was.
Right, so... hashtag, that was F4F Dragoon for last week's TT. There was 3 winners chosen from episode number 40, and I believe a couple of members that couple of winners are actually on the stream
Excellent.
tonight. Yes.
All right, nice one. So we're going to kick off the first winner. It is somebody who begins with a letter E, and that is Emma Highcastle. Boom! What is going on? I know you like your Okami, and she does some lovely plush work. What is going on, Emma? Congratulations.
She was just talking.
Oh, is she in there?
She's in the stream.
Oh,
yeah.
sweet. Nice one. And the next winner begins with the letter K, and that is Kevin Bookbinder. Boom! What? Congratulations. And last but not least, it is with the letter D, and that's going to be Mr. Daniel Benitez. Boom! Congratulations. 3 lucky winners, 500 war points. Are you giving it out, or is Phil giving them out?
I'll make sure Phil's giving them.
Nice one. I'm glad to hear it. So he's sort of getting into the rhythm and doing it, yeah?
Wow.
What? All right, sweet. And this week's TT, put it in the comments, is going to be none other than hashtag F4F. And because it's all serious now, we're going to do it for real. F4F Banjo with a B, because it's shit just got real. Hashtag F4F Banjo, show me that this really is something, because that is a licensing nightmare. And it's a licensing conundrum, because it's, but this, I need to look into that. So it's not just the musical instrument, it's indeed the brown bear and the red emu.
And Michael Bonner's got it right. Hey, Raoul.
Do you want to post that to the top? If not,
Yeah.
I will pin the comment myself.
Oh,
You want to do it?
I need a new mouse.
Yeah, hashtag F4F Banjo, shit just got real. And let us know in the comments that you put in hashtag F4F Banjo. Incorrect, Matthew O'Donnell. Please rewrite it. Do not have the K in there. Just make sure you get it right. Mr. Bookbinder, this week's winner, is voting no for Banjo. Hashtag F4F Banjo. You want to be pinning that. Can you catch it? Pin comment before it disappears. Oh, gee. Oh dear. Pin. Boom. There you go, guys. Right at the top. Hashtag F4F Banjo for a chance to win 500 all points chosen at random next week. Michael Lai saying hashtag F4F Banjo. Banjojo.
Banjojo.
For Banjo's
Banning Jojo.
Bizarre adventure. Do you see the hashtag? Is it pinned for you?
It's pinned.
I don't see it on here.
Well, it did say pin, unless I pressed it once and it probably did it get unpinned?
Normally it appears there. Let me go find out. Where's it at? Do you see it for you still?
Don't know. It's loading.
I don't see it.
Really?
I don't even see it here at all.
It was pinned, then it got unpinned again, or pinned. Now it's pinned. Probably clicked it twice.
There it is. Yeah, there it is. This week's hashtag is hashtag F4F Banjo. Let's go. So fingers crossed it does well for those that are interested in Banjo Kazooie.
Banjo.
Hey Stephanie, I can see
Kazooie.
you.
Then what? My Hero.
Academia.
Is that season 3? They announced a season 3.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
I watched one episode and I kind of like, I was too busy doing something else and I kind of just didn't go back to it. But I'll try and watch it.
Indeedy. I'll be interested to see what is up with regards to that. Alright, sweet. Now we're going to kick it off with
the Q&A.
The Q&A. Hold on. At least I don't get my porn thing or anything like that. Right,
Not yet, Lawrence. We will talk about the Majora's Mask very, very soon after the Q&A. So stick around.
Let us bring that on.
Alex, you scared my cat from Elise. What did he
Why
do?
That? What?
Oh, because of the buttons, right? The animation.
Oh, is it loud?
Is it? Is it loud? Boom! Here explosions from Matthew O'Donnell.
Oh shit! Sorry about that, guys.
Actually, which one's the loudest? Which animation is the loudest?
We can record it and then listen back and we'll listen to it.
I don't want to do that. But
Well, not
we
right
just
now.
ask them,
Yeah.
innit?
Which one least blew up your ears? Would you like to be hypnotized now?
They are killing us today. From Shafaya.
What is up, Shafire?
Shafaya.
Right, here we go, guys. We're gonna
So
kick
what
off.
happened to Monya? She just like dozed off. Did it disappear again?
Keep an eye on the comments, Chocks, just in case it's not the same. I will be focusing on this, so give us a shout out if there's anything we need to.
Guys, you got any questions? Go into that thread and that's
Right.
Post in there. Don't post in the comments.
Michael Burger, can we have some information on the mini Sonic figures from NYCC sooner than you think? Taran Pangilia, when is your meeting with Nintendo? We've already had a meeting with them. But that needs follow-up. Mikael Taco Smith, are you interested in ever making a Chow from Sonic? Angel, Devil Chow, let us know if you can rally the fans to get something like that. Chows are cool, I love my Chow Gardens. Adam Weiss, any Guts or Solaire news to pass along? Nothing to say for now, apart from we're still developing and working on that. Solaire news, oh, Solaire is starting production, is in pre-production, going to start very soon. Derek Baker, rough estimate on Majora's Mask completion at the factory. I think after we get everything ready and we push go and we confirm, around about 4 months plus another month for shipping, I would say would be about right. Leonardus Maximus Dante Vitalis. How much wood would a wood shop chop if a wood shop could chop wood? Well, if a wood shop could chop wood, bearing in mind it's just a building or, you know, a room, I believe it would probably be able to chop about 350 per hour, because I think it would be pretty well automated at that time. Randy Duras, I guess Guts will not be up for pre-order today, nor by the end of this month. By the end of this year, maybe. Well, this is the problem that we face. We need to maybe think about doing these blind pre-orders. Maybe we can talk about that later on.
Adam Buckley, any chance you guys can make a Nino Kuni statue?
That is a TT that you need to get your ass on and vote yes if that is something that you want to do.
Joseph Griggs, where are the question guys? You should know by now. Go and search for Chocks A in the search field in the group. And that will bring up the weekly Q&A where you can leave your questions right now.
Chocks, I like your Friday Q&A voice.
Q and annoy voice. Sorry guys.
Randy Gerards, will you include a notify me when orders reopen button on the website for all 3 final days of the statue? You're absolutely right. We need to have a sort of countdown to that. I'm not sure if there even is one for Taki right now.
What?
If there's a countdown, there might be, I'm not sure. But when we do these last chance weekends, we should have this sort of status bar better done for the websites. It's on our list to do. Brendan Rostello, when can we expect the next Preview Friday? We are still throwing things in the air, but usually we will let you know at the beginning of a week once we know we have the stuff ready. Victor Carrillo, I just submitted an order for Majora's Mask. I know I'll be waiting, but do you think you I have a chance of getting one located in the US? I believe you will. Quinn Brudira, is there an estimate quarters yet for the Crystal Dragons and Sparks? Well, Crystal Dragon will be next, and unfortunately the prototype is still stuck in New York. So we have to wait for a bit for that. Shaker Slate statue going, that is coming along. We're waiting for comments back on that from the big. And it is a shout out to the Barefoot Bros. Shout out. Last we have, who do we have next? Oh, and also asking about Sparks. Sparks is still at, I haven't submitted that. I should actually get my ass and get that done. I've forgotten about it for a bit. David, shout out to David. Number 1 of the new statues that you brought along to NYCC. Which one is the most favorite first? What is the personal favorite for each of you? For me, they're all my lovely baby Chocks.
They're all my lovely babies.
Number 2, I love the party line. Any updates on the upcoming My Hero Academia TT? Yes. 2 weeks from now. Next week is Banjo, and then it's My Hero Academia, and then Cuphead. Number 3, any progress updates available on Cowboy Bebop Jet? That is absolutely almost, we're just reprinting the shoes on that, so just working on that now. Number 4, is the F4F Morrigan part of the Capcom All-Stars line, or is it the start of a new Dark Stalkers series? The answer is we would like you guys to determine that. Raul de Leon with Majora's Mask being approved, does that mean that we can expect it this year? No way. That is not going to be that quick for production, but you can expect it. Once we do start it, we will be all hands on deck for that. Robert Elliott, what was your precise shout of jubilation when you got? What was your precise shout of jubilation when you got the Majora's Mask? Fuck yes! Finally, Majora's Mask is coming home to F4F. I actually said that to myself, and Bella looked at me and went, "What the fuck?" James Reyes, how is Bayonetta coming along? Very slowly. I know Scarborough Fair is coming first. Does that mean that there won't be movement on Bayonetta till that's done, or you get both of them at the same time? They are both being worked on. Once Scarborough Fair is finished, we can then apply her to Bayonetta. But that once we get approval in 3D, then going into the physical is going to be a long road. Mr. Vincent Windish, hello. What was Vincent Windish's real first name?
First name?
Yeah.
So it's not Vincent?
No. He had because maybe he got like done by Facebook. Was it Mr. Talon? That wasn't it. Was it Talon?
Talon. Joey, do we stand a chance to see a Resident Evil TT since you have a good relationship with Capcom? There's always a chance for that TT.
Hello, yes, and hello. Thanks for the pictures of Silver this week. You're very welcome. Any chance to have him for Christmas? Maybe not. We can finish
We're aiming for the December.
All right.
That's what it says on the calendar.
At least it will be on the boat then. Maybe it will be appearing in January, but at least we'll get it out of the factory before then, I would expect. Stephen Reed loved Monkey King, but why did you make him? What's the cause, and did the fans ask for him? Well, no, the Monkey King was actually one of the OG F4F partnerships, actually, to be honest with you. But we did a little bit, you know, what was the word? We helped with the production, helped with the development on that, but it was mainly because one of my boys that I was sort of showing the ropes, who used to do some sculpting work for me in China maybe 10 years ago, was getting into, asking me for my help on that, and from that he also asked, could we help sell, introduce that into outside. So that's what that was about. Yeah. Bradley Chatterby King, Majora's Mask Mini Sonics, a roll on Friday Q&A. Yeah, Nicky Romaine. Are the rumors of the Ornstein exclusive true? What? Mr. Wizbowski knows what is up. Besito Suito. Would the changes of Majora's Mask impact the final price? I would hate you to take a loss for absorbing it. I am willing to pay any difference. I appreciate that. There will be no change to the price.
How long was the wait again?
Let's not talk about that. The price has indeed gone up, but we will not be passing that on. It is our, how's the words? We
honor the price.
Well, no, it's not that. We feel 不好意思, which in Chinese is basically saying we feel kind of embarrassed, not very professional that we didn't get that. That basically it should have been completely signed off before that went up. So, yeah, there's absolutely, yes, it's gone up to us, but we will not pass that on. Randy Gerards, will the F4F core shirts contain a chest pocket for displaying authenticity cards? You should always have them at the ready. His questions are always tough.
How many pockets do you want?
Absolutely. Various suit, as always, we talk about that at the beginning. Future of the Metroid F4F 1/4 scale statues, that is coming along nicely. Light suit was delayed 18 months, and various suit also. These are incredibly difficult pieces to make. Well, the answer is, if they have a big influence for the future of the line, all I can say is those pieces are incredibly difficult to make. Alex Walker, hey guys, do you think that we'll see a Dark Souls 2 or 3 statue up for pre-order next year? The answer is next year, yeah, sure. Eric Ramos Pace, if you were to buy 2 or more pre-orders in one order, how does the numbering work? Will the numbers be sequential, one after the other, or different? It would be sequential. I just wanted to check, as our crashes are about 50 apart in the numbers.
Who were you on?
Did you order in the same... Did you order it in the same order? It should have been sequential.
If you buy 2 or more pre-orders in one order, how does the numbering work?
Can you let us know, Eric, if you ordered it sequentially? I mean, ordered it in one order or not? There was crash problems with the servers bouncing back and maybe things taking longer than, I don't know, you just see, like, that shouldn't really make sense. I'd like to hear what Eric says. Same order, guys. We were confused. Okay, can you look that up? Why didn't that go out? Just check that one there. Is it?
Well...
Alright, well, we're going to ask the question, because there was lots of server issues there as well.
Alright.
Just make a note so I can ask. Yeah, thanks.
Crash for who?
The Pacers.
Pacers, yeah?
Yeah.
Pacers. I spelled it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. Joe Wall. I know I'm going to love the Majora's Mask update when I see it, but when with something revealed, it gets a lot of attention. Could we get the options for the original or request changes to new model? You are not making any changes. I'm not giving you anything. No, no, no. No! No! Naughty! No more! No! Not changing anything. Jason Patino, how are things going with Capcom? Have processes with them aided or slowed down for any new potential lines with them? We've got Dante in the works. We've got Morrigan in the works. We've got Murakami in the works. That's with Shiranui. We've got stuff that we haven't talked about. We've got Ace Attorney in the works. There's definitely stuff happening. Will we get the card holders done by the end of this year? I don't think that design is well received. Chocks, we need to remake another one.
What? That one? It wasn't that bad. Then again, we should have made the
I don't know. We haven't made it. We haven't made the smaller one yet, have we not?
Yeah, I don't think we made a smaller one. It's going to be really hard to get decent opinions until we have it smaller and we can put cards into it. It should be thicker as well. The whole thing's wrong. When it's smaller and thicker, as in like depth wise, it should be alright.
Alright, let's just keep trying that then to see what's up. But yeah, because there was issues with this as well, right?
That might have. If it's smaller, it should eliminate that problem. It's just totally wrong. I mean, the what do you call it? The dimensions that Sandy gave to Charles. I don't know why he was using this old one. She gave him the correct dimensions because it should only be about that big.
I still think we should revisit it in terms of more than one design. I don't know. We'll see. Let's try it out.
Well, it's down to cost as well. You need.
Oh, there's that as well. Yeah. Number 2. I'll do it in the club. Leah, I'll do it.
Are you sure? You want to show that too early?
Number 2. Is Crystal Dragon one of our planned pre-orders this year? Not this year. I haven't even got it back from New York yet. Is Bowser and Aku Akuma still in line for pre-orders in November? Yeah. Denise Kip, if you read this after you show Majora's Mask, my nips are hard. I hope they're going to start getting harder sooner. Because we will be going into Majora's Mask later on. Randy Gerard's, is Crystal Dragon going to be made entirely in green clear resin? And the answer is yes. We're having some tests between opaque green and green, like to see what's up. Maurizio Terraciano. What were the Nintendo concerns about the first model of the Majora's Mask? Too smooth. Jeremy Beerson, I miss you. I did miss you. Mr. Wizbowski Cole Campbell at NYCCU had told me that a particular licensor was very finicky when it came to the presentation of the piece being created by F4F. Has the licensor eased up a bit since, or are they still extremely critical of their character? Which one did I mention? PM me, I don't recall. Bradley Chatterby King. Would there be a chance that the Aku Aku mask could have a few coloured variations for the feathers so they can be swapped and changed like Crasher's eyes? No plans for that, but we have some plans with regards to other things for that. Paul Austin Paul, is your Morrigan license? Why? This is not a question that is appropriate. Michael Summers, hey guys, serious questions on the Dark Souls range. I loved the tidbits of background lore that were included on the packaging of Artorias. I know most of it was taken directly from in-game material, but there were some bits in there new to me. My question is, did you obtain this info directly from Software Bandai? Everything that we show that's on the back has to go through approval, and I'm not quite sure what came back to us, what was changed and what wasn't. Whether or not we put it there and then they confirmed it, or whether or not they made us change some stuff. I can't remember quite off the top of my head.
The question from Ketzao Stevens on the stream. Can you confirm that all shipments to third-party suppliers have been made for Artorias? A simple yes or no, so I can apply for a refund.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
If you have a specific question, you need to be PMing us, and we can let you know and look into it directly. But yeah, I believe so. It was a long last time ago. I'm really excited for what's in store for Ornstein. Thanks, chaps. Indeed, Mr. Michael. Mr. Summers. Randy Gerards. How do you manage running the company yet being able to be so active in the club? It's a good question. Well, definitely one of the things was when I set up the club and I could see, going from 0 to about 5,000 members, you could see that it was becoming, it was new, trying to understand, trying to gauge what the club meant, how the club could be, what the club actually meant to the company. And of course, in retrospect, it's very easy to say that, say now with full confidence that the club is incredibly important to the to the company, to the, to everything. Recognizing that is the reason why Chocks is here today. It's because I said we needed to have someone, because Chocks was so active in the club at the same time, at the time, that I wanted to have, I could see that it was so important. But at the same time, I still needed to run the company, still needed to see what's happening. Now, at that time, there was 3 people in the company for the yes, we had a few QC people. No, actually, that's not quite right. We had Jeff was here, Sonny,
Brenda.
Well, those guys, yes, okay. Yeah. But what I mean was those that weren't essential to the business. What I mean by that is, we have to have shipping, otherwise stuff doesn't get shipped out. You have to have customer service, otherwise no one's replying to things. And of course you have to produce things, and that's what I was doing, right?
Right.
Everything else is cherry on the top. So having a production manager join, having a wholesale guy join, having a marketing guru like you join, having, all these things are not essential to the business, i.e. to keep the lights on. It's to expand the business and to, make things better, more efficient overall, right? And to allow for me to be able to sit back and delegate these things and therefore be able to spend more time in the club. So people are now, it's also those processes. So now people come back to me, check this, check that. It's much easier for now to review the work rather than doing it myself. So that has allowed me to free up my time, and because the club is so important to us. And that's why I make time for the club. It's very important. Because the club absolutely influences our decisions moving forward, isn't it, Chocks? So, of course, that's why we make time for that. Angela just says Red Bull.
Where?
She says, that's how we do it.
Oh,
Red
right.
Bull, yeah. She also says, have you ever made a figurine from source material that is only in 2D? Sure. Lots of times.
Yeah.
Thomas Elaine, I'm considering going on the wait list for Majora's Mask, but is it already exceedingly long? Indeed, I would suggest you jump on that. Ricky Onolo Pow, you've always given a sneak to anyone who goes to your Hong Kong office. I live around the corner from Hanger Lane. Do I get a sneak at your London office if I find John? If you can find him. He has zero knowledge about... He knows what the names are, but he has no access to the vault. He'd be very lucky to have access to the vault. I don't think he knows about the vault.
I don't even know he knows what
a lot of the stuff that's in the vault is actually pre-John, so he'll be wanting to know what's... I only let him see once a trip to Hong Kong as well. Can I have a peek in the vault, Alex? I'll think about it, John. Chris Hildebrand Jr. Just wondering what Nintendo wanted in regards to all the changes with the Majora's Mask. We will give you all that information. Shafia Iqbal, how do I bribe you to make it a Dead Space statue? TTs and never die. Push that up. Adam Tiny, this is the one I will not miss. After last week's car battery fiasco, glad to see you in the... I've seen you on the stream. Hopefully you're still here. And he asks a bunch of questions about the MM, which we will be answering in general afterwards. Nicholas Smith. This will be my second F4F, both from Legend of Zelda lines. What should I get next? Much like the Who Dat guessing game, my bank account is in your hands. Should you get something from the Zelda line, or do you want to go something outside? Let us know in the comments. Giovanni Colamorio, what pose did you go for Kamina? A kind of museum, kind of, yeah, a cool pose. Joe Williams, one of the greatest features of Soul Calibur is the ability to select alternate costumes. Will you consider doing alternate character skins for regular and exclusive statues? That will bring in more people buying both editions instead of one, and the answer is no, not really. We tried that with Tekken and didn't really find that the case. Since EA just shut down Visceral Game Studios, are we still considering F4F Dead Space? It makes no difference. As sucky as that is, it makes no difference because the license holder is EA. Hey, Chris Holm Allen, super happy to hear the news about Majora's Mask. You and me both. Thank you for telling us to keep up the good work. Joe Williams, spiritual Zelda stones and medallions, are you considering these? We never were considering them. You guys need to show us that's what you want. How about, F4F bobbleheads? Indeed. What with alternative hats for chuckles? 1, 2, all the way up to things. It is...
Yeah.
I won't hit the shoutouts button because I know it's going to blast their ears off, but there is a button right... Oh, fuck it. Sorry about you. I should have given you prior warning. Shoutouts time. Shout out to the Lord Matthew Shop. How's it going, mate? Big shout out to the admin. Boom. Adam Tiley. How's it going, mate? Boom, boom, boom. Jamie Bailey. What's going on? Shout out to Dallas Biederman. What's up, mate? Joe Williams. What is going on? Giovanni Cormorio. Shout out to you, Thomas Lane. How's it going? Bada bing, bada boom. To Mr. Chris Tom Allen. How's it going? Shout out to Derek Baker. As always, that guy is always getting every single shout out. I don't know how he manages to do it. If you go back to the histories of shout outs, honestly, he's right there.
Baker?
Yeah. Shout out to, last but not least, shout out to Travis Brown. Boom.
Done.
Done. Done, 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 done. I thought you said there weren't many TT questions this week.
Sorry?
I thought you said there weren't many questions.
Many, just spending a long time on each one. There weren't that many.
What? Maurizio Terracino, nice peeps, yo. It's been an hour and a half, yeah, okay, cool. Remy Lupien. I was trying to come up with a quite long question, but what would make Alex scratch his head? But the truth be told, all I need to know is, Banjo, where you at? Mate. Let's go. Your turn. Vincent Wolfargus. Is the DS Chibis are next? I'll be so fucking excited. Nope. We will not be doing that. And the reason is, right, what you saw in the... was just prototypes. So we now need to make them into PVC. Abraham Sanchez. I remember a while back I'd asked about Coco Bandicoot and Allure of the Fawn becoming a TT in the near future, but Alex said no. Then you had a quick discussion and I said they will be posted as regular polls on the following week. We got a Cortex poll instead. I just want to know, is there a specific reason we didn't get a Coco Allure post that week? Man, this is, I'll do one this week. There you go. And finally, what's the plan for the Cortex resin piece? The answer is, that was not a TT. TTs is what Chocks does, and that has a picture of it. But the Cortex isn't even anywhere near getting off the ground. It's like sub 400, isn't it? So, we can worry about the poses on that later if we even get to that point. Troy Blair. What's he saying?
No, he's been asking why does he need his credit card ready?
So Alex has said there will be about 3 Legend of statues for 2018. What does that mean? There will be pre-orders. Will we see more pre-orders for the series? And how many are currently working on a 3D more? On what stage? We are only talking about 3 so far.
You're talking about Legends of Zelda?
Yeah. Christina Marie. Since MM got approved, is there any news on Midna? Nope, that's still with us. Pig Gannon, please, says Joe Williams. We're concentrating what we've got so far for that. Daryl Surgipal, will you guys also return to making smaller statues like the original Link? The answer is no, only in PVCs. Kyle Karas, how is it that you guys haven't got the license for the 2 of the most important Zelda games in the franchise yet? A Link to the Past and Link's Awakening. Which one's your favourite? Link to the Past, isn't it?
Link to the Past, yeah. But they're good. Well, both good.
There is no thing about which Zelda is. It's just Zelda in general, and it's to be confirmed with Nintendo on what it is when it comes to the line plan. Johnny De Jesus, hey Alex, there's been some confusion and worry coming from some of the supporters of the Persona 5 TT. Hoping that you can clarify us. Oh, this was his long question. Okay, there's a big ass C more, right? Let me see
this.
I have a 4K monitor, right, and that usually makes this text smaller. That's taking up like half my page.
It was taking the whole.
Oh,
page.
Exactly. That's what
whole
I'm saying.
Page.
Okay.
Thanks for joining, Amanda Kirby.
Okay, so the first question is, when we pass for... No, I just said generally TTs now want to really hit 550.
Sav's in the house?
Not just to be... What is up, Sav? Not just generally, in general, we really want to see TTs hit 550. For those that were set up when it was earlier, 450, 5... Look, at the end of the day, we have a priority list being the licenses that we're looking at based on who's got the most overall TT numbers. So TTs, even if you hit 450 or hit 550, you should keep going, because if you keep pushing that higher and higher and higher, it makes it more of a priority, more of a push for us to go and look at that one first, if that makes sense. So just keep pushing it always. It's always good to just rally to support for that.
What confusion and worries?
After we reach 550, will it be treated like the usual and passes of DTs, as in you've got the ball wanting to get the license from Atlas? Well, if you look at what happened with... So, if you look at what happened with Yu-Gi-Oh!, we then asked for character specific and then asked for those characters to get the 550 for each one. We will do that. I will do that one for Persona first, and I will ask you... because I need to take a look at that, because Persona has so many different characters in that.
Apart from the information from Bud, Persona 5 TT is the 4th in term of yes vote.
There you go. So it's the 4th. What's number 1? What's number 2? What's number 3? And what's number 4? I think I would expect that.
So what was
Darksiders would be number 1. I would have thought.
What were you saying about specific to that protagonist character?
Hellsing as well.
You're saying sometimes some TTs are character
Yeah, so
specific
Persona 5
and
has
some
so
are not.
many characters in it. I want to see, if there's more than just one character, that I want to see its multiple character lines. So I will do just like we did for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
What went first? Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, and then making the assumption. So those were 2 that hit that.
But saying first was Donkey Kong, 2 was Darksiders.
Donkey Kong was number 1.
3 was Alucard Hellsing.
And then number 4 was, And, Persona 5 was actually quite new. It's only been around for not so long.
Not so long, last year. Well, this year.
No, I mean, not the game, I mean the TT.
Yeah.
So to be ranked 4 is very good.
Yeah. Well, it's
Atlas's hot selling title.
Here's the thing: confusion and worry stemming from.
This time you gotta read it before you read it
Yeah.
out.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just a long ass thing to read, and I wanna, sometimes just gotta quickly understand what he's asking. The answer is, just. Okay. The answer to your questions is I will do another specific poll, like I did for Yu-Gi-Oh, to say, show me what. Like I said, let the creme de la creme rise to the top, and let them all be strong enough that it warrants multiple, lines in the characters in the line. Okay. Randy Gerards, you showed us lovely pictures of Guts' LED power base. We all saw it come from video, or you're trolling us big time. Could you do the honor of showing the video? The video is not good enough. The effects on the beginning part, the light effect is too quick. I want it to be, more pulsing, more slowly, more like, like this, and it wasn't there yet, so it's not ready yet. When it's ready, of course, I'll show you guys. Don't you worry about that. James Bennington. Now that Silver is in QC, how much longer till 25th hits full production swing right afterwards? So probably in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I would say. Eric Kahoo, is the idea of making an exclusive PVC like Crash Breath of the Wild Link no longer an option? I haven't really thought about it too much. If we were to do that, I don't know. That we say that maybe for cons, I don't know. When I say for cons, we'd always do it online as well. But a lot of people will be also upset that they didn't know about it at the time. Have to see it from both options as well. Asa Anderson, can I get a shout out for the Pikmin TT that's reached 400 yes votes? Congratulations to the Pikmin TT. That's been a while. I'm glad that has gotten to that stage. TTs indeed never die. Javier Gonzalez Jr. My question would be, if this Majora's Mask is successful, would you guys ever consider making a masked salesman? The same size as Majora's Mask, or a version the size of Bowser? The answer is I would never make a Majora's, a Bowser size, mask salesman. It would be, especially because it's from a new range. I'll do it 1/4. 1/4. Bradley, hi. With the new EU warehouse in Slovakia, will this affect the wait list for EU UK people? Yes, it will do, because we will now split them up between the two places. So you could indeed be number 10 in the EU, but all of a sudden we split it up, you could be number 1 in the UK. Of course, that means that the pool of people cancelling is a much less as well, so you've got to consider that as well. Alessia Bucci, is Majora's Mask going into production now, or is there some stuff to do beforehand? Pretty much the only thing that is stopping us is Charles getting his ass back from Okinawa, and also just making sure the factory has some space in their pipeline. Slovakia doesn't have a sea. How does it... it gets trucked in from... Do you remember where it gets trucked in from?
No idea.
It gets trucked across. I need to ask.
He just gets there.
Your shipping methods.
It's like he just gets there.
Adam Tiley, what do you think about the pedestrianisation of Norwich city centre? You know what? I think it's a good thing. As someone who's all. Hope you get this reference.
Just pedestrians only.
Why? What's the reference?
I don't know.
I don't get the reference. Adam, I know you're in the group. Let me know what is up. Mr. Michalowski. Hey, Alex and Chocks. Hey, Greg. With Alucard and Alucard, with Zero and Alucard going up for pre-order soon, will we start seeing more frequent pre-orders of their respective line? Especially if they say very well. The answer is yes.
Oh my God,
yes. If you rally it for Zero, if you rally it for
fighting
Warhammer.
fighting for those pre-order dates.
I know. This is why I'm saying we should go blind. You understand it, right? And it means that we can do conventions more regularly. Randy Gerards, have there been enough Majora's Mask orders to fill an entire container? Sure. Depending on where it's going. Because they're bulky, man. They're big. Adam Tiley, would you ever consider a Majora's Mask moon that has roughly the same size as Majora's Mask? My Skull Kid on the moon is at 500 plus strong. Yeah. Could always consider that.
Big, massive cheese.
Andreas Paulitz with the new EU warehouse. Which port in Europe does the ship first arrive to? I gotta look into that. Yeah, I mean, I gotta look into that. You know, in terms of, is it Slovakia? The answer is
What's
Slovakia. She's just worried that if it goes to Slovakia, it takes a long time. But what I'd be interested to see how soon everyone gets their stuff. Cedric Bardot, number 1, do you know when you'll start selling F4F t-shirts? I've actually asked the team to start working on that. Number 2, you say that Super Lucky Day 1 cards, the ones with the golden signatures, will be included in all Day 1 editions from now on. Does that mean Nightmare will get these? Yes, it will. Also, does that mean, or maybe you mean upcoming pre-orders? No, everything will not get it. And just for your reference, Sif was signed gold, so the super lucky ones are actually in silver. Austin Paul, if a TT makes it and then the TT ceiling goes up, does the TT need to go up again? No, it doesn't. It can, but you know, but it's always, when we look at the priority list, it's always, you know, we're looking at the top ones. Johnny De Jesus, is there something?
Guess I need to refresh it.
Is there something you guys can do to increase the visibility of TT polls? Well, the answer is those posts. Well, you know what Butter's done is going to hopefully make it easier. You can share that out everywhere, you know, to make it a bit harder, a bit easier. It just seems on that with 32,000 members, TT struggled to grab that many votes. I agree. Joseph Briggs. Seen as Luigi did so bad, does that mean it's a no-go or just for the standard Luigi? Also, why does Truth... Okay, so the answer for that is, you know, right now those numbers aren't at the levels it needs to be at for a Nintendo piece. But we could always ask the possibility of, you know, a mansion version later on. But before we wanted to do that, we at least wanted to see that if the worst case scenario comes, would people still be up for a general TT, you know, a general Luigi? And I don't really want to have a conversation about Luigi with Nintendo if they say yes to general but no to mansion, and no one wants the general. So that's something. So I'll be nervous to talk to them about that at this stage. Where am I? Okay. Jordan Raymond, can we see any Star Fox statues? We got the ship, but it feels weird not having the characters. We'll see a fox. You know what, Chocks? Let's have that as a TT. Nana say, any updates on Phoenix Wright? Any chance for a painted one like my profile? Lord, that would not be possible. Those are totally different licenses, but I could make yours with green, neon green hair. Jordan Raymond, can we also do a modern Tails TT? That would be awesome. Yeah, we can look into doing that. Kevin Kraus, so if Cinder and Spyro are going to have some sort of connection with the figures pose reflect that? Yep, they will be based off the Dawn of the Dragon title screen. Kevin Bookbinder, any updates on the Lucky Cat Mario bonus points? Oh, can you just write that? I will follow up next week on that with the team. Joseph Griggs, will you make anything from Devil May Cry 5? I have an uncommon opinion that the new Dante looks better. We are concentrating on 3. Let's see how that does. Jordan, in the past you guys did a Mario 3DS holder. Do you think you could do a Nintendo Switch holder? Maybe. Could be quite a nice idea. Brendan Rastello, with Banjo's TT coming, can we expect the license to be announced next week, like MGS? I'm concerned about Banjo. I think it's the same people asking for it.
Hold on. Hey, David Almares. I noticed that SIF isn't in the December release for US, but it is for Canada. Look at the bottom, right at the bottom. As I mentioned earlier, there's 2 containers for US.
You have to scroll. There's a scrolly wheel.
Yes. The top one is early December, and right at the bottom it says late December. There's going to be SIF and silver in that container.
Brendan, hashtag save F4F Ica. Indeed. Jeremy Bisson. Are Mario dioramas feasible down the line? Something like Mario versus Donkey Kong, Luigi face off against some Koopas. Hey, that could be a cool idea. Maybe in a smaller scale. Very similar to the Sonic dioramas. I think that's absolutely something that we could look into. Done.
Done.
Now it's time for...
Doing that first, yeah?
You do your bit. Whatever you need to do.
Well,
that's it, yeah?
Yeah. Alright, do that first.
It is time for Who Dat. Let's do something then. Let me find something. You see if there's any questions, etc., etc. And I will...
I've already had 2 cans of Red Bull before the stream start, Patrick. It's been a long week.
Let's see. Where should I go for, Chocks?
Make it difficult this time.
Yeah. Last time it got done really, really easily. Alright, let's see how difficult we're going to make it.
You guys ever send back that tea maker? No, we actually kept that tea. Come on, let's do it. It's too easy.
What? You don't know what that is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Stupid, crappy mobile game.
Oh, for fuck's sake, don't say it. Jesus fucking Christ, I've got to change it. Come on, Bennett. Alright, hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm going to...
Come on, man. I'm having like 3 cans of Red Bull now. Do it. Hurry up.
Alright, alright. Here we go.
That's it. Mobile game is the evil.
Mobile games are evil.
Jordan says, "Angry Birds."
Okay, let's...
Flappy Bird. That's right, Amanda. Jesus effing Christ. It's still a common thing.
Alright, here we go, guys. Prepare yourselves. Make sure that your comments can be seen in the club, you know, which we can, that can be seen on the stream, because I don't know, you know what that is.
The more angry I am, the more energy I get. It's a bit like the Hulk.
Alright, guys, the first 2 winners is going to get a chance to
lose all your points.
In 3. In 3, 2, 1. Who dat? Let us know in the comments. Who dat? Let us know in the comments. Who dat? What?
Give up, guys.
What?
Give up.
What?
You keeping an eye on that, right?
Now I'm just seeing who's first. Anybody got any ideas? What? Who that? What? It's not Chockles.
That's me in a bow tie.
Elise doesn't know either. No idea. Okay, I'm gonna make it smaller if no one has no idea.
Really?
Alright. In 3, 2.
Shame on you guys.
3.
No one
2,
knows.
1. What?
You made it smaller.
Yeah, made it smaller. What? Any ideas, guys? Let us know in the comments. No, it's not Cuphead, Marcella. What is
Come
at 3
on,
p.m. doesn't
Christian.
know what's going on, mate. What?
Is it that weird cat game from the PS3?
Alright, guys, the next time I show it, it should be pretty clear what it is. In 3,
Still don't know.
2, surely not. 3, 2, 1. What?
Nope. I just give up.
Oh, we have a winner. We got one winner. I won't say who it is just yet. What?
Really?
There you go, 2 winners. We got Matthew O'Donnell, Laura Croft, and we also have James Bennington. Laura Croft didn't James do it last time? He did it. James did it last time.
Hold on, let me just jot down the names.
We've got Matthew O'Donnell and James
James what?
Bennington. I think you did it last time.
Maybe.
James, let us know if you are a.
I can't remember everything. But you did it. You went on a different take of Lara Croft.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, not going to do it too. Everyone was like, got it too easy, right? And this time, mix it up a bit. Wait, Robert says he was second. Let me see. Now remember, that's why I said make sure you check
On our
the comments
screen.
on our screen. I'm
On
going to go back
our
and check
screen.
that. Let's see. We have.
Who said there was second?
So Goss, Robert Goss. Let's check
Robert
it. So,
Goss.
yeah, so we got here. And the next one is James Bennington. Agreed? We got Matthew O'Donnell here.
Robert, you're after James Bennington.
You're right after on our screen.
On our screen.
Robert, you're after James. You have to look
And then
on our screen.
after Robert was Monya.
Hmm.
But she wasn't sure. She put a question mark.
Indeed. Okay, so let's do it. As you guys, in case you don't know,
It's Lara Croft, not Laura Croft. Indeed.
Lara Croft. Indeed.
It's Lara Croft.
All right, guys, here you go. We are going to Matthew O'Donnell. Do you know what you're doing?
Do you know the rules, Matt?
Do you know the rules, Matt? Do you know what you're doing?
Call
Let's
it
go bring it up here.
quits.
Bring it up here. We have 3. We have for a chance to win 500 reward points. We have 4 hands here. You ain't taking the points off the Chocks. We have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Try not to knock over your Red Bull with all your wanking.
Go on, give up, Matthew.
Matthew, let us know which hand has a coin. You have a 75% chance because one of the hands does not have it. 3 of them does. So let us know in the... Paolo says number 3.
Do you know the rules, Matt?
Hopefully he does.
He does, right? Do you know?
I'm assuming we'll see in a
Basically,
minute.
you
if he
just
does.
have to choose one.
Yeah, just choose one hand.
If you get a coin, then you win points, and then you have the chance to move to the next
go to the next level. Yeah,
next level and play.
absolutely. So Nana says 1. Matthew Donald's chosen number 3. Okay, here we go. If you had chosen number 1, you would have gotten a coin. If you had chosen number 2, you would have gotten a coin. It's a 50-50 chance now. I wish you all the best of luck. And 3, 2, 1, boom! Congratulations. You got it in the 3rd hand. You've just won 500 reward points. Let us know in the comments if you're going to go for 1,000 reward points. This time it will be 3 hands and 2 coins. And of course that will mean it is a 66% chance to win. So the answer is...
How many hands?
the answer is 3 hands.
3 hands.
And we will then...
How many coins?
Have 3 coins. 2 coins. Let us know.
3 hands, 2 coins.
3 hands, 2 coins, 66% chance. Let us know whether or not that is something that you're going to be going for. Will you go for 1,000 reward points? Let us go on. He will play on.
Right.
All right, here we go. Nice one.
Already?
Okay, yeah.
You sure you don't want to walk away 500?
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Bring up 3 hands. We have a number 1, a number 2, and a number 3. Let us know in the comments which one are you going for. Number 1.
If you get this wrong, you're gonna lose that 500 points, and it's too late now because you said you wanna play.
1,000 reward points. Benedict, that is $10, but it's the equivalent of spending
$10.
No, it's more than that. It's the equivalent of spending
$10.
No, it's not. It's the equivalent of
It's more than
spending
$10.
$200.
$10.
$200. If you were to get that, you have to pay $200 if you are the entry level.
You should have just walked away with that 500. That's
So
equivalent of
Nana
spending
saying
$50.
1, Brittany's saying 3, James saying 2.
Who am I looking for?
We're looking for Matthew. He's saying
Sorry.
number 1. Okay. Well, I can tell you if you had chosen
Where?
number 3 here,
All right.
you would have gotten yourself 1,000 reward points. Now you're on a 50-50 with Chuckles.
Did you know what Hannah put it in?
Nope. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, denied! Take it away. You leave here with absolutely nothing. Very sorry to hear that. Chuckles is excited. I'm sorry for you, mate, but Chuckles is happy to hear that. You can't get past the Quizmaster, and that is the Mr. Chuckles over there. Thanks for being a sport. Unfortunately, you leave today's stream with nil points. James Bennington, where you at, man? It is time to play. Prepare you. Hopefully, when you went through Matthew's version, that you would have gotten the right one. So, unfortunately, it's a bit of a bummer for Matthew. Thanks for being a good sport. We will see you again. Hopefully, you get another chance at another version. Here we go. 3 coins, 4 hands. Get ready for yourself. Just make sure that Mr. Bennington is on the stream. I never gamble for profit. Indeed. All right, James. It is time to do it. We have the 3 coins. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring them up. We have the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Let us know, Mr. Bennington. Remember, Cassandra's giving you the look.
Well, James, last time was in episode 39. You actually reached level 2, but you died.
Oh, it's retribution time. Matthew, it's exactly the same situation that you were in.
Come on, Amanda, you're on my side. You want me to keep all the points, right?
Cassandra's saying she can't watch this. Big pressure.
Can you reach level 2 and keep
honestly,
your credits?
Every who that brings out the evilness in you, doesn't it?
Well, there's got to be a bad guy
yeah,
in there.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. What is going on?
That's right. Amanda's on my side. Yeah. Right. Remember last time level 2.
What do you guys go for? Alex says number 2. James Bennington says number 1. I can tell you if you had chosen the number 4, you would have gotten yourself 500 war points. If you had chosen number 1, you would have gotten yourself 500 war points. If you had chosen number 1, you would have got that. In 3, 2, 1, boom! Wait, did he go for number 1?
He got for number 1.
Shit. I thought it was going to be number 2. I fucked that up. Boom! All right.
500
now,
points.
Remember, congratulations on your 500 points. You were in this position last time. You had 500 points in your hand, and you lost it on the next level. Will you go for the next level, James? Or you walk away 500 F4F reward points richer? Let us know in the comments. What is going on? Will you keep on playing, or will you...
Remember, you'll be thinking about this for the entire week.
This could be your redemption story. What are you going to do, Mr. James Bennington? Will you keep on playing?
Tell him, man.
Or you go up a level?
You should just walk away. Oh, we didn't do a what if for Matthew.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, we'll do a what if. We'll do a what if.
No. What ifs don't only happen if you don't. If you pause it.
Walked away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Walk away now.
He didn't walk
away there now, James, and we'll do a what if for you.
What is up? Oh, I'm
what?
staying, yo. This is my payment for silver. He's going in. All right, mate. 66% chance for 1,000 reward points.
Sure.
2 coins, 3 hands. Here we go, mate. In 3,
2 coins, 3 hands.
1, boom.
You having your 3 hands?
Oh yeah, good point. Oh no, wait, hold on. You need to bring it down.
So this one, we need to make sure. Look at.
Yeah,
have a look at it. Have a look at it.
Yeah, will you just bring up that one?
Yeah, I'll bring up this one then. No problem. Yeah.
All right.
I'll bring. No. I'll bring up that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take it. No. I'll take it back.
All right.
I'll take it back. All right.
Okay.
I'll take it back, and I'll just bring one up.
All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. All right. Here we go.
Did you hear that, guys? I said I'll take it back, and I'll just bring one up.
Now, of course, you know whether or not Chocks is double bluffing you or not. Oh, I can tell you I have lost a lot of money to him in poker. So, let us know in the comments. Will you be going for number 1, number 2, or number 3?
Well, it's number
for
2.
Chance.
Oh, number 1. This is number 1 now.
Number 2 and number 3, yeah?
Number 1.
Number 2, number 3. Which one will you be going for a chance to win 1,000 reward points? Let us know in the comments.
I can't grab my drink.
Mike says number 3. Why not? Barry says number 2. Johnny just says number 2.
Why does everyone keep saying Chocks left?
Your left hand saying maybe.
Okay.
Christina says number 1. Andreas says number 3. Mike says 2.
I said stay earlier, guys. What do you mean by that?
Remember, we have 3. Here we go. Give us a number 1 again, Chocks. Number 2 and number 3.
Look at all these guys.
Look at all this. James Bennington is saying number 3. If you had chosen number 2, I can say you would have won 1,000 reward points. Is this going to be a redemption story in 3, 2, 1? Boom! Mr. Bennington, 1,000 reward points. Let us know in the comments, will you be playing for 2,000 reward points? And let us know in the comments. 2,000 reward points is up for grabs. In order to win it, it's going to be a 50-50 heads or tails. What's going to be
Keep going.
Flower or number.
50-50.
Flower or number. Let us know in the comments.
Easy peasy.
Will you be going for the next level?
Keep going.
What's the best that anyone got up to?
Well, he got up to
No,
level
not
2
him,
now.
but no one actually competed it, right?
No one's completed.
Okay.
Angela got up to level 4 and walked away with 4,000. That was the highest one that's been given.
Damn.
The next one was 1,000. We've only 3 guys walked away with points.
Yeah.
Armand and Angela walked away. No, sorry. Josh and Armand walked away with 1,000 each.
Yeah.
Angela is the current
So
top player.
Johnny De Jesus is saying get 2,000 and walk.
That's right, Amanda. Do it.
What's Cassandra saying? Cassandra, his missus, is saying walk.
I said I'm out.
What's it?
There.
I'm out.
I'm out. Done.
Boom. Congratulations. It's time for your what. It's time for your what if. Boom. Let us know. Would you have gone for number or would you have gone for flower for a chance to win? For if you had won 2,000 reward points, let us know what would you have gone for, number or flower. Let us know in the comments. What would you have gone for?
That's teamwork, Amanda.
That's peer pressure. That's peer pressure for Cassandra, for James to walk away with the lolly. But of course, don't forget he's felt the sting. He's felt the sting of no reward points as well.
No, I think if you beating your last game record wise, I think you should go for it.
Well, if you were a gambling man, you would have kept on going.
Yeah, because you can't. You know, the chances of getting the same result.
What is up, Martin? John Palmer? How's it going? Thank you very much for joining us. Daniel Lazado. James would have gone for flower. I can take it over here and say, boom,
2,000
you would have
points.
been $2,000 the richer.
See, should have went, man. Should have played.
Indeed. Well, congratulations for the 1,000 reward points. That will be followed up, and that is another week of who that. Will you do us the honor? Absolute honor for sharing out the stream. We're going to be coming down to the wire and showing you a couple of things that we've been looking forward to and working on that for a while. So, please do that. Share it out. We'll be showing you very, very soon. Do I need to go to the toilet? Can I run to the toilet?
Yeah.
If people are sharing it out and stuff like that, I'm going to quickly run to the toilet, okay?
Are people really sharing it out?
Oh, hopefully they will do.
Hey guys, just want to give you guys another shout out. So Crash was sent out this week, and apparently one person came forward for their golden ticket. So there's 3 out there remaining. So if you guys find a gold signature card for your day 1 card, do let me know. PM me. And we will go through the step by step just to make sure that you are a legit golden ticket winner, and I'll give you 1,000 points. And for those that are just watching the stream, if you were at the NYCC, the statue giveaway is still ongoing until the November the 1st. So make sure that you follow the instructions and then go to the URL link provided on the leaflet or on the main post, and we will choose the winner shortly after November the 1st. Right, I'm going to leave the rest for Alex, because I think a lot of people are waiting for the Majora's Mask and the partnerships. Yes, Kelly Cruz, the golden cards are going to be continued for the later releases. So Sif, Nightmare, Vita Kirby, Silver, everything. Were you guys on a bad photoshops for the giveaway, Natalie? No. That was quick.
Well, I fucking ran, didn't I?
Really?
Of course I did.
Hey Greg, I'm alright.
You sound it.
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm a bit grumpy, but I'm alright. We only asked about alright. That's all.
Okay. Here we go, guys. We are going to be showing this next section with...
What? With video time.
Oh. But look, it's got nice animation and shit.
Guys, that is the reason why I'm grumpy.
All things going nicely. Okay, guys. We are going to run a video now. We will see you on the other side. It's about 3 or 4 minutes long, maybe just enough time for me
What's
to
the
make
video
it.
about? Did you just give a brief intro?
Do we?
Yeah, a very quick one.
Okay.
All right.
Right. Need to get it ready anyways.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, guys, it's a video. It's for our latest F4F partnerships. It's going to be with our, is that, what else do I want you to say? Do I just say what it is, yeah?
It's Jeff.
It's Jeff from our F4F partnerships. He's been working really hard behind the scenes, and this is accumulation of his hard work. So shout out on that.
Yes.
And this is a little something for the Sonic fans. So we will see you on the other side. Do not go anywhere.
Do not go away.
We will be right with you.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff from First Figures, bringing you new product updates from our F4F partnerships. For this F4F partnership review, I'm very happy to introduce to you not one, but 2 products from a South Korean company called GNF Toys, which is short for Geeks and Freak Toys. If you are a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, and I'm sure you will be very happy to see what I'm about to show you. Introducing to you GNF Toys Sonic the Hedgehog Boomate Series Volume 1 and Volume 2 8cm PVC figures. And here it is, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Let's start by talking about Volume 1. Packaging is in the very lovely yellow window box. Very cool design. So on top we have Sonic the Hedgehog's logo. On the side we have his lovely mugshot. On the back we have Sonic's iconic pose and also an image of a PVC figure. On the other side we have warning notices, which is always good to have. Out of the box, Sonic standing very cool with his one finger pose on a black brown base. This iconic pose is the same pose that they used for Sonic's first game, which is back in 1991 for the Sega Mega Drive, also known as Sega Genesis for the US versions. On with Boomate Volume 2. Exact same packaging, but in blue. Sonic Hedgehog logo on top, on the side, lovely charming face there. On the back, picture of a piece of PVC, image of Sonic there, and on the other side, warning notice. Out of the box, Sonic looks very cool in his running pose, also standing on a black round base. The very cool thing about this is that it's only attached to the base with one foot only, and especially the back of this foot. This gives it a bit more dynamic look, rushing, dashing pose. Very cool indeed. So there you have it guys, G&F Toys Sonic the Hedgehog Boom 8 Volume 1 and Volume 2. These two are great for Sonic the Hedgehog fans, great for collectors, and great for displays. These two will be sold as a combo pack for $45 US and will be available now on our website at www.first4figures.com. Please note, shipping costs may vary depending on your location, and please do check back on our website for the release dates and for more information. If you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, please do join our First of Figures official collectors club on Facebook for more updates, reviews, giveaways. Just to recap, F4F Partnership is a platform that offers you special products from companies from around the world, products that you may not have seen or that are hard to obtain. With F4F Partnerships, we've basically done all the hard work for you. With warehouses in the US, Canada, EU and China, we'll take out all the pain from buying overseas. That means nothing else for you to pay. No tax, no import duties. We've sorted it so you don't have to. When purchasing F4F Partnership products, you will also get F4F reward points which you can put towards your future purchase with us. Thank you for support. I'm Jeff from F4F Partnerships. Signing off. See you on the next video.
Boom! And here they are. Right there. You know, obviously, we've been, what is it? Check it out. There you go, guys. You can see them there in its packaging. Let us know what you thought about that in the comments. Now, of course, you guys are saying, oh, you know, don't forget, these are very, very hard to get because they were only available in Korea, at least,
Yep.
you know. So the part of the partnerships is to find those kind of items to get them into collectors' hands that are closer to, you know, closer to where you are.
Yeah.
For, you know, cheaper than what it actually is if you try to do it yourself, and also you get the added benefit of first of all, not avoiding taxes if you're getting it in our regions, and also to have a cheaper shipping cost than it would have been should you have bought it directly. So yeah, guys, hopefully you like what you see. We will be putting this up for pre-order right after this video stream.
After this
yeah,
stream tonight.
After the stream
so
tonight.
they'll go live tonight, and it'll be a pre-order. Obviously, it'll take time for these to be made. We're expecting sometime in Q1.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
these,
we can get it earlier,
yeah,
so.
maybe we can get it earlier. But these items are not going to be limited, so they'll be ongoing. So
Yeah.
if you guys are worried about selling out and stuff like
Yeah.
that, there's no need to be worried about that one. So this is partnership. So again, it's very similar to the Dark Souls rings, where you just drop a small deposit and then just pay the rest when the item is ready to ship out.
Yeah, I think it's something like $13 or $14
Yeah, about
for
13 and a half
for the deposit. Yeah,
$13.5. Yeah.
Kevin, you have as much time as you want. I mean, we're going to be taking. I mean, it's going to continuously keep going. It's never going to stop. It is PVC, Matthew. So definitely. Ivan Lobo, is there a 9-month payment plan? But they're nice little cute things. Great for collectors. Nice little size.
Yeah.
It is what it is. They're really cute. I'm very happy to have them as part of the F4F partnerships. And we choose that partnership thing really, really carefully. We want to make sure it resonates with, our F4F family, and hopefully it's something that you guys may not have even known before. And if you had seen them before, whatever, you might have been sort of difficult to get it.
I mean, I'm sure you guys, I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen these, but I'm sure those that are diehard Sonic fans, they might have spotted these out in the wild. And sometimes buying it through other means can be a bit risky as well. Obviously, what Alex was saying, there's like taxes and who knows where these came from or what quality they are. What happens if there's damages?
Reward points.
And we can also use the reward points towards these items as well. So, we provide the exact same service that we've been always doing. These are going to be shipped out from the warehouses that we have. There will be warranty covered on these as well.
Yep.
And so it's just
part of the partnerships. As we said, we started with the Torch, Dark Souls rings. This again we're very, very select with what we can find and what we can do. We're trying to find the things that are hard to find, that it's not easily accessible, and that's really important for us to do that. Mugs will be coming under the core range eventually.
Mike, will we be seeing other figures like this from other licenses? Well, like I said, we're always on the lookout for other licenses that carries, some of these items that are hard to get hold of, and these Sonic Rangers, we're talking very closely with the guys over in Korea, and they're definitely working
another series
of this as well. So I mean, obviously we know what they are, and I'm personally a big classic Sonic fan, and I'm definitely looking forward to the next characters in the line. These are very well done because they're very clean as well. The way they made the eyes, they actually took these eyes out separately.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like spray painted the whites.
Yeah, the eyes and the muzzle.
Yeah.
Are separate pieces.
Separate pieces. So when they put these together, it gives off
really
this
clean,
nice clean
white
line.
And the blue.
White and the blue, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this foot here is die cast. That's what it says in the sell sheets.
Okay.
Yeah. So guys, so large statues, mini statues. You trying to test it out, aren't you?
Absolutely. Large statues, mini statues. We do. Let's see if we can get this, aim it down a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Large statues, mini statues, all kinds of statues, figures. That's what we're all about. So hopefully you guys like this partnership and help us spread the word.
Yeah, we'll make sure we add that same video on the product description page as well once we go live.
Shafaya, what do you mean by that?
What's the question?
He's saying that we're insulting true collectors. I'd like to hear what you've got to say about that.
Why are we insulting true collectors?
Yes, I would like to hear what you have to say about that. Can we see a drop test with them? PVCs won't break, not this sort of size.
Hey man, it's like we try and cover all ranges of customers, right? So we have people that want to collect high-end statues, and we do that. People want smaller scale statues, we do that.
Yeah.
PVCs, we're gonna carry on doing that. So I don't see why we insulting collectors. I'm a collector. I don't think it's insulting.
He says just kidding, but I'm just gonna be, if someone's gonna say that, I'm gonna call it out. If someone's gonna be saying something like that.
Exactly, Amanda. If there's any company out there that are making PVC Kirby's, and you feel that they're very hard to get hold of, and there'll be a nice addition to the partnership line, we'll get Jeff out there to follow up.
Yeah, absolutely. Tiago says he needed a partnership with Ryu Studios. I don't think they have any problems moving their numbers, so it's probably not quite the right sort of thing. We'll be looking for we keep looking and trying to find that one where it's what we think is something where we can add the value, where it's not only is it, it's. I find I would have thought that quite a lot of Sonic collectors don't even know about these.
A lot of don't really know. Seriously, I'm in quite a lot of Sonic collectors group.
Yeah.
There are a select few
sure.
that know about this, but it's too much hassle. They have to go through a Korean website. Sometimes
sure.
Translations. Sometimes just the whole experience of going through that kind of, you know, the shopping experience.
Right.
And seriously, I mean, like, you can use your reward points. You can actually earn reward points as well, I believe.
Of course.
Yeah. So it's just one of many.
Yeah.
And these will be sold as a pack, as Jeff's mentioning in the video, and these two figures will be inside another Tucker box, which will have our logo and partnership with G&F Toys as well.
Yeah.
So it's going to be only exclusively on our website for the double pack.
Yeah. Yeah. So for sure, you know, definitely it's going to be art books. Japanese art books. I never even thought about that.
Can do, but shipping art books can be quite hefty because of the weight.
Nah.
No?
Easy. I mean, I would have thought.
I don't know. I get books as well. I buy books.
I mean, the weight is one thing, but just it'd be pretty straightforward to do that.
You need like really good packaging for that.
To make, yeah. Well, I mean, I would have thought there's sort of standard
Same
packaging.
with vinyl records as well.
Ah, sure. Yeah, you know, absolutely. So, James Bailey says, I've heard about them, but as you said, hard to get. You know, absolutely. And also, they don't actually have art books we can't get here are so awesome. Interesting. Lots of different things that we can look into. Cool. Okay, guys. Well, you know, hopefully that is something that's going to tickle your fancy with regards to the Sonic stuff, and we will be making that live right after the stream.
Yeah, definitely look forward to the next series. I am. If you're a classic fan.
Yeah, I think, you know, once we start seeing
I mean,
more in the range, it's going to be a
yeah.
nice little collection.
Because honestly,
And
I mean,
it'll go really nice with the F4F ones, of course. You know,
I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of small Sonic figurines out there. You know, I'm not going to name names, but these will give those, you know, a run for the money, quality-wise.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is that section. Move that over here. Drop that, but it doesn't break because it's PVC. With a little bit of ABS, with a bit of die cast in there as well.
Bit of a die cast.
Right, it's time.
It's time.
It's time. It is time to finally show you guys Majora's Mask. So excited. Let's do this.
All right.
So the way we should do this is...
Let's remind them the old one first. No, let's bring out the old one. Refresh the memory because I haven't seen it for a while. I haven't seen it live for a while. Okay.
Right.
So we go, hey guys, this is the original one. This is what you see on the website. You know, blah 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 blah. And then, hey guys, these are. And then this is the new one with the change request from
okay,
yeah?
sure. All right, cool. Why don't you bring in the first one? Bring in the new one. Hold on. Okay, let's. We probably need a bit of space. Bring that back. I'm gonna move this mic. Let's see. Sort of.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Just move the mic out of the way. They can hear us.
Okay. Hold on, move that out of the way. Move that out of the way.
Alright.
Okay. So this is the original. This is what it looked like. Now, there are, just for a reminder,
Yeah.
and what we're going to do is we're going to go through each part of the changes. So what I'm going to do is,
Yeah.
Chocks, do you want to bring over the other one? Just bring it just down here, I guess. We'll keep some space between it. And then we can do the differences one by one to make it a little bit easier. Underneath. Watch that. Oh, dear. Yeah. Alright, sweet. Alright, cool. Okay, guys, so as a reminder, of course, this is what the original Majora's Mask looks like. As you can remember, it is a massive piece, and you know, hopefully, you know, it's been a while now. We can go back through this. So, of course, it was a very, very clean look, and there were some changes that we had to make, and we did make. So the first one is, we'll go from the beginning, and we'll talk at this part here, and that is every single not sure if you can see it. If I just bring this one over here.
Oh, that's a big, massive delay.
A delay, did you say? Yeah, you're not even on the thing there. Okay. So this is the original one. It had it was matte, and we added a bit of gloss to it. And you'll see the way that works in a minute with the glossy eyes. It works really nicely. That you have the matte texture of the body of the new one versus the shininess, the glossiness of the actual.
Oops, excuse me.
Of the horns compared to the old one. This is, I'm just taking this one directly off the top here. So if I give a like for like comparison, I take this one off.
The same one.
Yeah, the same one. So you can see it there. I'm not sure if that's picking it up too well. So this is the new one. This is the old one. Okay. It's got a very, it's more glossy with regards to the horns.
You can see the difference.
You can see the difference. Okay. Let me see. Is that? Let me see. Without being too obvious on the. Okay, I actually think that the changes are. I kind of have to sort of say them all. Yeah,
you can fit two on the screen. Just have it side by side now.
There's no way that we can get them side by side. Wait, hold on. I'll explain it first. I'll explain what they are first. Yeah, I'll explain what they are.
Remove the inner horns.
Yeah, we could do that.
Side by side.
Okay, and then okay. One of the first things that we also did is on the back of here, you'll see the OG one was purple. The new one is much darker. It's black on the back. Is it black or is it dark purple? It's black. Yeah. Black wash. It's got a black wash on it to darken it down. Yeah. Okay. The other thing is, if you look at this original one, actually, I think you're right. Let's just put them side by side. Okay. So I'm going to take off.
Let's take off the horns because everyone knows what the horns are. The horns are the old horns.
And then we'll put the horns back on the new one after we take this one off. Right. After we put them side by side, because the main changes are on the front. So we'll just take these off. Okay.
But just a reminder: the horns for the old ones are a matte.
Yeah.
Finish. All right. And
give more to me because I'll look after these ones.
And as Alex was saying, the new horns are in a glossy finish for every single one of them. All right. So we're just taking them off now, so we can have them side by side, so we can fit everything on the same table.
Yeah, and then we'll put the glossy ones back on. We'll put that one on back when we take that off. Okay. So let's take all of those off. Yeah. Or should we just leave those on first? Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say.
I'll just leave the bottom two on because that's not going to really affect it.
Okay. What? You're showing it, yeah. Yes, you did. You can see it. Move it across over there. Move your red ball. That's it. So I can move this across a bit more. Okay. That's about. No, we still need to go. It's not going to be enough. It's definitely not going to pick it up.
Keep moving this. Angle it in.
No. Just see if we can just get that, because I want to get this looking straight on. It's important to get that looking straight on. All right, cheers. Okay. Right. Okay. That will be. This is my Q&A partner right here. All right, here we go, guys. In 3, 2, 1. Oi! Check it out, guys. Boom. Now check that out. Now it's kind of weird I'm talking from behind a mask, but just to let you know, here are the differences. So the first one is these eyes are now looking directly into your soul. If you look at this original one and this one over here, this one was looking outwards, this was looking slightly outwards. What we had done is actually put the dot here into the middle of this thing, but actually that doesn't work because there's a slight curvature of this. It actually makes sense to actually move it to about here, slightly inwards, and the same for this one over here to make it more over here to make it look into your soul. We figure that out with this one over here. Both of these are now looking directly into your soul. You also can see that the irises themselves are far more detailed internally. Right now, the other one had a big black ring around it. This one has much more lighting going, much more details going within that, you know, to make it that much more, you know, sort of looking directly into your soul kind of feeling. The other thing, of course, is let's talk about the ring of redness. Before, this is pretty much all orange. It had a slight amount of darker orange around the red, but you couldn't really see it too well. Here, we have it really red around the outside. It's much closer to the original artwork of the actual Majora's Mask logo. So, you know, it's really you know, that much darker. You know, that much more red going around the outsides to make it just that much more accurate. And again, it really you know, it's really good to be able to have that you know, that effect where it's looking directly into your eyes, to have that ring of redness going around there. And of course, the eyes are now looking forwards, and that's great. Now, of course, the obvious thing here is it is now completely added with texture all over, top to bottom. We completely re-sculpted it, remade it, back to the 3D stage. This was the original one, and this is the revised one. Of course, it's added this darkening texture to it, where we added dirt into it. We kept some of the lines, you know, the lines clean along. Oh, what am I feeling? I'm trying to feel it here. Like, these lines are nicely clean still, but have some dirt effect on the inside. We have it all going around the textures and pretty much everywhere. I'll give you a bit of a turn on that so you can sort of see, even on the sides, you can see it all coming along here. That lovely texture on there, and of course it's on the top as well. It's important that we could get those eyes. Of course, that was something that we did a lot of back and forth, wasn't it, Chocks? On the eyes.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you actually take these actual eyes out of these sockets, they're actually printed in the middle, but because, like Alex was saying, because of the curvature of the actual eye itself, we had to move these eyes a little bit inside. So the one on the left, the one on the right of the screen, you can see they're looking dead straight on.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on, let me see.
I mean, we'll add these updated photos on the website as well, so you guys can see the difference of the comparison between the old one and the new one.
Yeah. Yeah, we will be doing a documentary on that later.
Definitely, it was like, you can see the colours at the top
that's right. Last time it was too orange, and we made them too orange up here, and we made it slightly yellower to match it more and be more accurate with it. And of course, if you just turn it around and look, I think I turn it that way, I turn it this way here. You have the back is now, do you want us to give that a bit of a turn, Chock, so you can see the back of that one? Yeah. And even the back also has texture going through the back of the mask as well. Whereas this is completely clean. Here, there's lots of texture all going down the back of the mask as well. So, you know, that's there as well. So yeah, that is pretty much the changes. Of course, let us, do we, oh, we did. Oh, that's cool, you checked that. Yeah. All right, cool. Why don't we, therefore, Chocks, put this down, this one down, and then put these on, so we can see what it looks like in the middle. Yeah.
Kevin says the base lacks detail.
The bases are exactly the same. We didn't change the base at all. It might not. It might look like it lacks details on the camera. It's the same. We did not change the base. We added a heavier wash on the original one. We can always look to do that as well, but they're no different in terms of that. So L1, Chocks.
Should be at the top.
This is R2, R3. This is L. So your L's. L's. Give me some R's. R4. R2, 3, 4. Turn that around. In you go. R3. R3. In you go. R2. R2. In you go. R1. Just like that. Just like that. And of course, no mask is complete without getting that light on there. So that is it, guys. I'll give you another turnaround. It's been a long time in coming. Hopefully you guys like what you see. We'll be having a you can now see with the gloss if you look at that, look at with the way the light is, you know, you can see how that light is catching the shininess of the horns. You can see how that is coming out like that. It has been so long in coming. Hopefully you guys like what you see.
Oh, they were saying the texture on the other tree was better.
No, the textures are the same.
Just needs more.
It just needs a bit of a darker wash on it. Yeah, trust me, the tree has not changed. It is exactly the same.
Bab's going, is it me or just one eye thicker red line than the other? Thicker red line.
Depends on what angle you're looking at. Remember, this is directly centered looking there. And then this one is just directly centered like that. Remember, this is all painted by hand. So, you know, there are some slight variants between the absolute, you know, bang on with regards to that. But, you know, I would say it's exactly the same. You know, relatively close. Yeah, the tree, I'll just have another look at definitely the tree looks a little bit, now I compare it, has a bit of a darker wash, we can work on that. That's literally a 5-minute job, and we can get that done. So that's not going to stop anything to do with production, so don't you worry about that.
Don't worry, Sylvie.
What's she saying?
Well, she's saying about the tree and the difference between the tree.
Oh, yeah,
it's just
tree,
a black wash.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We can, get me a Sharpie! I'll do it now! Okay.
So that's the improvements. That's why it took all that time.
Well, no, it didn't take all that time. Of course, it was there waiting for a while. But, yeah, we got that done quickly.
The priorities.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, this is something that we've been discussing and something that we wanted to explain what's going to happen next. Now, do you think we can get him on the, let's put the chair, the small stool in between us, get that on there, and then otherwise it's kind of like covering everything. Yeah. Ah, sweet. This is the one that you made, because that one's...
It'll be fine. Come on. I've got time. Just don't stick too close.
Yeah, we can angle that down a bit.
Makes it look really tiny.
Yeah, it's so far behind us.
Yeah.
That ain't tiny, trust. Alright, okay guys, so we're just going to explain something now. There's something to discuss regarding the what's going to happen. Now, these aren't small changes. Granted, we've been thinking about this for quite a while, and we've basically said is this: we know the situation where we sold it based on the original mask, which was the clean mask, etc., etc. What we're going to be doing is giving absolutely everybody that's not happy with the changes, because they're aesthetic changes. It's not like we tweak something to make it like this or tweak something like that. It's like quite fundamentally a different feeling, and some people may prefer the OG look, which is, you know, the clean look. Oh, no, keep it there. They might prefer the clean look, or they may prefer this one. Now, of course, if you prefer this one, you already have it on order, you're good to go. Nothing you need to do, nothing you should change. Your order is confirmed, you know, fantastic, that's great. But those that have confirmed orders that are now seeing this full reveal may not like it. And of course, we must respect that. The fact is, we sold Majora's Mask based on the original version, the clean version. We are going to offer full refund for any money that's been taken. Non-refundable deposits, we will refund that. Any money taken on a payment plan, we will refund that. No fees included. We already have cancellations on it prior to showing this. We will go back and give those guys the good news to say that actually, despite that, you cancelled it before seeing the new one, you just cancelled it for your own reasons, we will refund you your full amount of money. Because ultimately, I'm not going to sit there and calculate who cancelled it beforehand and didn't know what the new one was. They just cancelled it because of life. I'm not going to figure that out. There's no point. I don't want that. That's petty. I'm going to blanket refund every single person that cancels over the next, you know, we'll basically call it like, you know, week or whatever it is. Week and a half. Now that we've revealed what this looks like. What is up, Jeffrey? So absolutely everything will be refunded. No questions asked. And again, for those that refunded it, who cancelled it beforehand, they're going to get some good news from Brenda to say, you know what, even though you refunded this under the original one and you cancelled it, we will refund you. On the flip side, what we're going to do, unless you guys have, you know, any issues with this, what we're going to do is, because likewise, this is almost like a different thing, we're going to give this a last chance weekend. And the last chance weekend will be next Friday, going through to next Monday for 3 days. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, closing Sunday, Friday opening up on Preview Friday. Sorry, not Preview Friday. Opening up next week's Friday Q&A. That's what I mean to say, sorry. We will open it up for that Friday on the stream, you know, after the stream, on the stream, whatever it is. Then we will close it Monday morning, Hong Kong time. No, not Monday morning, Hong Kong time. It's,
right, guys.
what is it? It's basically
right.
Monday.
Easiest way to, right, guys.
AM US time.
Next Friday.
Let him say.
Next Friday, the 27th. Okay, that will be the last chance weekend. Just a reminder, that's also the last chance weekend for Tacky as well. So next Friday there will be 2 last chance weekends for 2 products. One is Tacky and one is the Majora's Mask. So from now and then next Friday, have a think about it. If you're not satisfied with this product, sure, you can cancel it. Everything will be refunded. And for those guys that previously cancelled it, we will refund you as well. But for next Friday, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th and the 31st, basically for 4 days, last chance weekend will take place for Majora's Mask and Tacky. So we will open the pre-orders during that stream or after the stream, and then we'll close it again on that Monday evening. That's right, Monday evening, Hong Kong time.
Monday afternoon or whatever.
Monday afternoon. Well, yeah. we'll make that final decision.
Yeah, we won't. It's exactly when it is when the Pacific, when the West Coast goes to Monday, you know, goes
it's just
to
like a normal pre-order Tuesday when we do a whole 2-week thing. We close it on Wednesday.
Yeah. Or that closing is 11 p.m. Hong Kong time. That's the window. Whereas this one is US time, Monday, 00 a.m. Don't worry, we'll have a countdown on the page that will say how long it lasts for. Okay.
Right.
Now, people are asking, what about the?
It should be PM though, because we open pre-order on an evening and we close it on an evening. So it's a full 24 hour.
All right, look. Yeah. I mean, we haven't done our first. It will be our first one. It will be our first.
We normally close in the evening.
It will be our first last chance weekend. We'll make sure we figure that out. Okay, now, so those are wanting to know what's happening about the waitlist. Well, every single waitlist will be automatically converted. Now, of course, if you are a waitlister and you don't like Majora's Mask, you can cancel again, like you would be with anybody else.
You get your deposit back anyway.
And let's just confirm that this cancellation gratis only happens up until the end of last chance weekend. So if you are an OG buyer and you don't like this new one and you want to cancel with no problems, no fees, nothing included, you have up until last chance weekend closes. So basically that's like 10 days from now, because it's
if you
1 week
today
plus another 3 days. It's 10 days of absolutely full refund, no problem. We will be sending out an email to every single person who pre-ordered, on Monday. So that's what we'll be doing. So all those waitlisters will be absolutely converted. And likewise, if you don't like the fact that we're opening it up for pre-order again for 3 days. Because what can happen is that if the net cancellations are greater, gross cancellations are greater than the orders, basically it means the edition size will go down. Likewise, the edition size can go up if we get more orders than we get cancellations. So that 2,300, that was the OG original mask edition size, will likely move. It's very unlikely we get exact cancellations versus exact orders, so it will move. Now, if you're in the camp where you don't like it going over 2,300, you can cancel your order. I can't guarantee you that it will stay at 2,300. I can't guarantee you that it will go down, and I can't guarantee you it will go up. If that's something that you don't like, you have 10 days to cancel your order with absolutely zero repercussions. You get all your money back. So that's something that some people may consider Chocks. You know, I don't know. But it's something that we wanted to offer, and to be clear that that is, of course, the possibility that 2,000, you know, that can move. It's important that you can, you know that. Now, Raul, you absolutely, if anybody cancels their wait list, of course you will get your money back anyways, regardless of the situation. So
the most important question is,
there will be a payment plan of 4 months for the last chance weekend, because we want to get this into production in and out in production within 4 months, you know, give or take, you know, here or there. That's what we're trying to push towards. So in terms of payment plans, waitlisters did not have a chance to jump on a payment plan when we went live with it. So what's going to happen is that the waitlisters, if you want to have a payment plan, you must replace your order with choosing the payment plan option. We cannot change it for you. It's just the way it is. So Cedric, you're right. Last chance weekend will be both versions. When you say both versions, regular and exclusive, of course, it will be the same for both. So.
And the price remains the same, guys. So everything, you know, the description, the price, the flexi payment plans, they will be the same. They will be open during that last chance weekend next weekend. A newsletter will go out on Monday, Tuesday, depending on, we're trying to get this video comparison ready for the newsletter. So hopefully Monday, Tuesday you get a newsletter explaining everything, the differences. The website will be updated with a countdown timer, as well as the differences of the OG mask and the new mask. So that should give you guys plenty of time to decide whether you want to keep your pre-order or cancel your pre-order. So I can't see there's any negative things out of this. You know, the whole, you know, if you don't like it, sure, you know, unfortunately it is what it is with regards to the changes. So no one's going to get penalized for cancelling that pre-order. But for those that just joined us, they want to jump on this, hopefully the wait hasn't been too painful for you guys. I mean, waitlisters, they're going to get converted.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So just to say, for those that have already jumped on the original original order back in January, and you've paid, my understanding, up to the last 2 payments have not been paid, and that is the final FlexiPay plus the balance. Those 2 have not been charged. Well, someone who jumps on a 4-month plan, what's going to happen is month 1, so they have 4 remaining payments to pay. And those that are on these are the guys who are on the original payment plan. I'll do it like this, right? The original payment plan, they have 2 payment plans, so 2 payments are left on their payment plan. That is the final payment, FlexiPay, plus the final balance. These are the 2 things that are outstanding. Well, these guys are the new guys who are going to order the Majora's Mask's updated version on last chance weekend. They will pay their first month, they will pay their second month, and then these will be taken at the same time, and that will be taken at flipping the bird. This will be taken at the same time, and that will be taken at the same time. So it basically means that the last 2 payments for everybody will be done at the same time. So don't be scared when we do the last chance weekend's first payment, we take the money. Do not expect to be paying anything if you're an OGer with a payment plan and you've already got 2 payment plans to be done. We will be pushing what we can do with regards to the, we haven't had a chance to discuss with the factory. It was literally yesterday that we got the confirmation on that. And as I said, Charles is in Okinawa.
It's very likely. I mean, if I remember correctly, the description says Q1. I could be wrong. It's been a while, but looking at this current stage, it could very likely be the end of Q1, early Q2. This is what we're aiming for.
So that is what we've been sitting on and waiting to show you guys for 5+ months. We haven't had a chance to look at the comments. We'll see it in the club. What, you know, I'm sure people have been putting screen grabs, all that sort of stuff in the club. Of course, we'll be monitoring all of that. Hopefully you guys support us with regards to giving full refunds to cancellations if they're not happy with their updated version, and also opening it up for last chance. You know, we hope we have your support with that.
No, say there won't be two different versions. There won't be the clean version and this version. This is the only version.
Correct.
This has been totally approved by Nintendo. We don't want to go and change anything and go through the whole process again. OG mask will stay in the vault. Actually, there's 2 OG masks. Maybe sometime in the distant future we'll put it up on eBay. We'll put it on eBay, you know, but no. No. Don't piss off anyone, no. It will.
Indeedy, it's almost like, you know how you have like those elephants at the doors, like you have them in pairs. We have 2 masks, 2 OG masks that you can put at the entrance to F4F.
Elephants?
Yeah, you know, you get pairs of elephants, you put them at the front, or like pairs of lions.
Lions.
Well,
yeah.
Kanako loves some elephants, so I was thinking about that. But
right, so yeah, so guys, next Friday, so 2 last chance weekends for 2 products, Tacky and Majora's Mask.
Jordan, if you have any issues, hit up CS. They'll be accommodating. But Robert Goss, the size of the statue has absolutely not changed in the slightest. We put the OGs next to each other. I'm sure you guys can go back and check out the video when you see them side by side. They're absolutely the same size.
Height, width, depth, exactly the same as the OG.
Now, can we get... I want to get Jeffrey making a video of the changes.
Yeah. Told him.
On Monday.
You need to tell him that.
Because of course you're going to put out a video. I mean, you're going to put out a newsletter.
Yeah, I mean, I could put out a newsletter again on Tuesday, if not. But the sooner I get this out, the better. Because
people got to prepare for that Friday. It's only going to be available for a last chance.
And then the website needs to be updated as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that is it. We're wrapping it up. There are exactly 141 people on the website on the stream right now. We will go ahead and do a feeding frenzy right afterwards in the next 15 minutes. So check that out. For that, 100 reward points are up for grabs per person.
That's a lot.
There's 141 people. Also, just to let you know, of course, the partnerships program, the Sonics, will be available on the website within half an hour. We'll get that up and running. And last but not least, of course, expect this next week with regards to Last Chance as well as Tacky. So we'll have those ready for their Last Chance weekends next week. So it's been an eventful Q&A.
It's great, isn't it? Nintendo and Sega fans, like, in one stream.
Absolutely. So, you know, as again... Christoph is asking about Last Chance for Various Suit. I think that would probably make sense as well once we show you the changes on that as well.
Let's revisit that when we much closer.
And there you go, real-time backslapping by Chuckles.
I know what's up, Christoph. I know you keep asking. We'll look into that once we get to that point.
Indeed. Oh, Alex, we reached over 150 on the stream. We'll go back and check that, but I'm going to assume that we did. And so that will be 4 lucky winners next week then. Okay, Chocks?
Oh, are we?
Oh, apparently he says that we hit 100.
Really?
We can go back and check that, but I'm going to assume that we did.
All right then.
Michael was like, who dat? I didn't get a chance to lose who dat in seconds again. Poor Michael. So that is...
I think that's it, right? I think that's everything that's mentioned.
The stream's been super smooth, by the way.
Well, for us, I'm not sure. I think there's been a couple comments saying lag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hopefully that will be okay. Kevin, now, and that's the difference. Various Food is not way different. It's just way better.
It's additions.
Whereas this is more aesthetics. Yeah. So, of course, those that, I can see Eric, Ashley is giving the information on what the changes were. Of course, we will take, maybe what I'll do is I will take a photo of both of them together, side by side, and list out the changes, in a post as well. I'll do that later tonight, so you guys can see that as well. Okay, guys? All right, Chocks, I think that's it. Anything you want to add? Any shout-outs you need to give?
No, I think I've done them all.
You done them all?
I've done them all. Yeah.
Oops.
Stay, don't leave.
Go back there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this stream. Remember, 141 reward points up for grabs. Video gonna redrop. We're gonna drop that video again for Sonic, for the partnerships program. Plus, open up the pre-orders, and for that, and we will be back at it again in. Have I lost it? Yeah, back at it again this same time next week. All right, Chocks.
All right, done. Let's go.
I'm your host, Alex.
Are we not doing this first?
No, we do. Oh, is that? I keep forgetting. And that's another one wrapped up this week. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Chocks.
F4F is love.
F4F is life.
And we will see you on the next one. Peace.
Laters.
I keep screwing up.